It is an absolutely fantastic stadium. It's one of the very best in the world. There's still the mosaic away to our right say unsere Stadt, unsere Stadion, unsere Pokal, our city, our stadium, our team. But will it be, from Bayern Munich's point of view, our cup at the end of the night? That's all to be unveiled here. 10.5 weeks ago, this couldn't have happened for Chelsea, really. Roberto Di Matteo took charge of his first game 10.5 weeks ago, an FA Cup replay at Birmingham. They had been beaten 3-1 at Napoli and still, of course, had the second leg at Stamford Bridge to come in the Champions League. This is his team tonight, and there are 4 players in the side who began in Moscow 4 years ago. Goalkeeper Cech, the back 4 Basingwa, Luis, Cahill and Ashley Cole. And then Mikel and Lampard playing in front of the back 4, Kalou, Mata and 22-year-old Ryan Bertrand making his Champions League debut. And then, for me, the man who could make all the difference tonight if he's on fire, Didier Drogba. Bayern Munich, with 7 of the German team, Neuer in goal, he's one of them of course, the captain Lahm, Boateng, Timoshuk, who's played over 100 times for Ukraine, and Contento, then Schweinsteiger and Kroos, Robin, Muller, Ribery and Gomez. You just wonder whether Toni Kroos might be shackled in the role that he's been given tonight. We've been paying tribute to Muller before the game, but Muller's been out of sorts for most of this season, and it's been Kroos in behind Gomez who's been very, very effective. But tonight, because of the absence of Gustavo, Kroos has to play a more withdrawn role. Chelsea in the first half will play from left to right. From the outside of this arena, it looks a little bit like a Steven Spielberg created spaceship. And so for Chelsea, 4 years on, will it be close encounter of the second time, or can they go all the way? It's back with Cech for the first time, and Cech clears high into the night, and the ball is on the halfway line, and it breaks back into the Bayern Munich back 4, and Neuer has his first touch, fed by Timoshuk. Neuer's driven ball towards Gomez, Luis against Gomez for the first time. Chelsea have possession, and the whistle's gone from the Portuguese referee, who is Pedro Proença, and Mark, he's given Bayern an early free kick.
Yeah, it was a free kick, Mike, but see how quickly the Bayern players wanted to surround the referee. I think they're hoping for an early yellow card. A little bit naughty.
Well, the last time I was in this stadium, we were lower down watching Manchester City get taken apart in the first half in the Champions League match. Bayern Munich have this early free kick with Arjen Robben, the former Chelsea player, settling on the ball. Schweinsteiger bobbing around on the edge of the penalty area. Chelsea getting just about everybody back, and Robben prepares himself. Robben delivers the free kick, and it's headed away easily by Basingwa of Chelsea. Back come Bayern. For the first time, it's Ribery on the near side, cuts in and then plays a good ball into the centre circle, and Timoshuk now finds his captain Lahm over on the right. Bayern getting early possession here with Boateng, the former Manchester City man, onto Timoshuk. Bayern settling quickly here, and the ball is played by Ribery to Robben for the first time. He's double marked immediately, Robben. Robben played the ball into the penalty area. Chelsea looking to clear, and that was a handball by Kroos, and the referee shows him a yellow card.
It's absolutely right.
Schweinsteiger, yellow card, not Kroos. Schweinsteiger, deliberate yellow card.
Yeah, absolutely right. Great for Chelsea. Just made no attempt whatsoever, Mike. He just stuck his right arm out. Just a little bit unfortunate with the ball, wasn't he, Robin? He almost played one of the midfield players in. Fortunately, Chelsea managed to cut it out.
Well, we welcome World Service to our 5 Live and BBC Radio London commentary here, and Chelsea have a free kick because of the handball taken by Cech. Drogba for the first time, trying to get away from the defender, but he can't. Now the thing is, Mark, Schweinsteiger's now on a yellow card for 88 minutes in the game.
Yeah, man, he's not exactly a great tackler, is he, insofar as I think he's more of an interceptor of a ball, but you know, it might just put him on edge, which you would hope might favour Chelsea a little bit. every single advantage you could possibly take.
There is a feeling that Schweinsteiger is carrying an injury as well into this game. A clearance now by Neuer, the Bayern goalkeeper, and Muller tried to reach it. The ball is now picked up down this near side by Ribery. Ribery onto the tall Muller, and back again to Ribery. Gomez is pointing. Ribery's faced by Basingwa, drives towards the dead ball line and then miskicks and doesn't get the cross in, much to the delight of the Chelsea fans. Banked behind Cech's goal away to our left. And so on, 5 Live, BBC London and World Service. Bayern Munich 0, Chelsea 0 in the early stages of the Champions League final. Mark Lawrenson's with us, so too is Steve Bruce. We'll be hearing from Steve throughout the commentary as Cech now clears into the Bayern half. Drogba gets above Boateng, nobody there though to feed off it, and Bayern Munich pick it up once more, and Kroos goes down under the challenge from Kalou, and Bayern have a free kick which they take quickly, and they find Contento just down below us on the left hand side. Contento in for Alaba, the Austrian international. Bayern spreading it through the back four and building now with Timoshuk. Robben's waiting over on the right hand side. Timoshuk plays it into Gomez. Gomez now for Muller. Muller just moving away from Luis, and Schweinsteiger for Bayern Munich. Shot to the deflection, and it's a corner kick to Bayern.
Yeah, he just opened up a little bit for him, didn't he? Took it from right foot to left foot. It was a great block. I don't know which Chelsea defender it was who blocked. Was it Cahill? Might just throw himself at it.
Bayern have settled down, as you would expect, in their own arena, probably quicker here than Chelsea. They have this corner kick, and it's headed away by Drogba. Collected once more by Contento. Fantastic noise around the stadium as Ribery now once more finds Contento. Contento's ball in, not cleared yet by Chelsea. It's played back to Kroos, and in the end that's struck with power but no accuracy, and it doesn't even hit the side netting. It's a goal kick to Chelsea.
Yeah, and a Schweinsteiger in the box, Mike, who just had 2 touches. His second was into the feet of Kroos as well. It wasn't particularly well struck ball from Kroos. It's important, Chelsea, they don't get in the mindset where they're just going to sit back all the time, because all they will do is invite the likes of Law and et al. Forward all throughout this game.
Well, so far, and we've only played 5 minutes, Chelsea haven't been able to get Mata on the ball at all. One of the key moves that Di Matteo's made is to get Mata much more centrally involved behind Drogba. Now Chelsea trying to put some moves together for the first time. It's Kalou down this near side into the aforementioned Mata. Mata's ball back though towards Basingwa, and Chelsea have to give it back to Cech once more, and he clears. Not very well either. 1 or 2 people standing up in front of us here getting a little overexcited.
It's alright, Greeny's just hit him on the head.
And Bayern Munich take a throw. He'd never be the Minister of Diplomatic Relations, would he,
It might be in Afghanistan, but not here.
But he did his job very effectively, and I'm not sure that guy's going to stand up again.
I don't think he can.
Bayern Munich now with Ribery, just inside the Chelsea half. Contento's made a run forward. Ribery slips the ball into the area, Cahill away. At the moment Chelsea are on the back foot, and they're not really able to link up in midfield with Lampard and Mata. They're having to get back behind the ball once more. Robben down that right hand side, cuts in from the touchline, looks for Muller, it's away from Muller. Mikel's there on the edge of the penalty area. A lot of Chelsea players back inside their own half now, as Mata tries to screw the ball into Kalou, and Kalou holds it, and good quick fit here from Kalou, goes into the Bayern half, sets up Drogba down the right hand side. Didier Drogba for Chelsea, Kalou's in the penalty area, and it goes to the back post, and it's too strong for Bertrand.
Yeah,
but that's a little bit better from Chelsea.
Well, it is, Mike, because you know every time you pose a threat, you make the Bayern defenders just think a little bit about coming forward all the time. So that really is most important. It wasn't a bad ball either from Drogba. Bertrand wasn't too far away from it.
7 minutes gone in the first half here in the Allianz Arena in Munich. Long ball now for Bayern down that right hand side. Muller is galloping down the right, and he just about gets there. Lewis manages to clear with his heel, and Ashley Cole brings the ball out of the Chelsea defence. Almost played Mikel into trouble, got out of it well though, Mikel. And now this is better from Chelsea as they spread the play down the right hand side. Basingwa holds just inside the Bayern half. Basingwa finds Mikel. Mikel nudges the ball onto Basingwa, who's really deep inside the Bayern half at the moment. Kalou available down the right hand side. Drogba's in the penalty area, so too is Kalou. He's got 2 Bayern players around him, manages to knock it back to Mata. Mata's crossing is headed away by Bayern Munich's Lahm, and the ball is now back in the centre circle where Lewis tries to get in ahead of Gomez, and Bayern clip the ball dangerously down the right-hand side, and Robin is onside, and Gomez is going to try and get in the area, and Robin wasted in the end into the Chelsea fans.
Yeah, cut inside Fergus left foot and he scoops it over the bar. You know, at the other end, if Mata's ball, it just hit the far post a little bit. Drogba and Bertrand were absolutely totally unmarked at the far post. An opportunity for Chelsea.
In a couple of minutes, at the 10-minute mark, we'll get Steve Bruce's thoughts on what he's been watching so far. The game's starting to liven up here, and Petr Cech now with a goal kick for Chelsea. 0-0 here. Cech's clearance to the left-hand side, headed back by Long. Ashley Cole with a neat little header down to Lampard, the captain, of course, in the absence of John Terry. Lampard's ball, very ambitious, headed away by Timoshuk. Of course, Chelsea will fancy that if they can pressurise this Bayern defence, there could be opportunities.
Well, that's it, the two opportunities they've had so far, if you can call them opportunities. They've had space to run at Bayern, which I think is really important from Chelsea's point of view.
And if you're just joining us, by the way, Schweinsteiger was booked after a couple of minutes for a deliberate handball, and now Bayern, as they love to do, build from the back, and Timoshuk motors into the Chelsea half. He's already halfway inside the Chelsea half. Lahm takes over on the right-hand side. This is the far side of the field for Bayern in this first half. Bayern comfortable in possession now, looking to Contento again down the left. Robin's going to cross to this left-hand side. Where's Ribery? Ribery's floating at the moment. Now it's Schweinsteiger into Ribery. Switched back to Timoshuk. But at the moment, Chelsea containing Bayern Munich. Bayern again with Lahm. Chelsea in the way that they did against Barcelona, marking up, compressing the space here. Bayern Munich lose it, and then Gomez wins it back again. The whistle's gone, has it? Yes, it has.
Yeah, foul on Drogba. Drogba was back helping Chelsea defensively enough. I think interrupted the ball.
Well, as the game stopped, let's just bring in Steve for his early thoughts. Steve Bruce.
Well, Chelsea in the last 2-3 minutes have at least got some possession of the ball, which they needed to. And just as we've just seen there, their organisation defensively, Drogba's back 30 yards from goal, making the tackle on the edge of his box, which is essential for them because they must stay compact, and at the moment they've settled down quite nicely. I think the longer the game goes, the better for Chelsea.
Thank you, Steve. And there does seem to be quite a lot of interchange going on with Bayern. Muller is now on the right, and Robin's gone into Muller's position, just trying to make Chelsea think a little bit as a ball is floated forward for Chelsea, looking for Kalou. Contento off balance, doesn't really deal with it. Back comes Ribery, and as he clears, he's been caught, and the referee gives the free kick to Bayern Munich. And it's a very fluid system at the moment Bayern are playing down there.
Yeah, it is, but you'd expect that. That's they're very good at interchanging. They're all very, very quick. Muller's got the opportunity to run where he wants and try and pick some holes from Chelsea's defence from their point of view. But Chelsea are okay at the moment, Mike, and they're quite. The times they've come forward a couple of times, it's been encouraging. They must keep that.
Schweinsteiger, who won't venture too far forward, he'll try and let Kroos go forward as much as he possibly can. On 5 Live and World Service and BBC London, here in Munich, it's 0-0 in the Champions League final, and it's the fair-haired Timoshuk firing the ball down the right-hand side. Lahm may lose this ball, Chelsea marking tight on him, and in the end, sensibly Bertrand from distance gives the ball back to his goalkeeper, Cech, and Cech just sorts himself out, addresses the ball, and then finds Gary Cahill just on the edge of the penalty area. Cahill into Mikel. Mikel started quite well. Nice touch from Kalou onto Basingwa, who runs out of space, and he's firmly tackled by Contento, and it's going to be a throw into Chelsea just about on the halfway line down here. Basingwa to take it. Basingwa just holding, nobody really helping him at the moment. Now Drogba makes a move and offers himself, and Drogba gets it and flicks it down to Mata, and Mata gets it away from Muller, and it's Lampard in the centre circle, back again to Mata. Mata veering to the left-hand side, stab back again to Mikel. Chelsea lose it on the break, Bayern Munich, but Mikel's as quick as a flash, coming across to cover the danger.
Well, that's his job. That's what he's there for. To just all those specific instances, just to come and mop up the play for Chelsea.
Interestingly, Bayern Munich were just looking to pounce there as Chelsea had possession. Whistle's gone from the referee from Portugal.
Foul by Luis. Foul by Luis.
This is a free kick to Bayern Munich, and they just take it gently, and now they find Kroos on the halfway line. Immediately on to Ribery. Across comes Basingwa once more. Kalou filters back to help the fullback. It's Kroos for Bayern. Into the ever-available Timoshuk inside the centre circle. Arrowed forward towards Muller. It's back with Lahm. Lahm now to the unmarked Schweinsteiger. Chelsea need to get tight on Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger gives it to Ribery down this left-hand side. Ribery with his right foot strokes it in, and it's headed over by Gomez. He made the run, Lewis followed him. Gomez couldn't control the header down, and it's gone into the crowd.
Yeah, he got too much on it. Good ball as well in from the left-hand side, right-footed. But Gomez just got too much on it. He just wanted a skimmed header as much as anything, and with too much on it, he just took it over the crossbar.
He's lethal though, Gomez. 12 goals in the Champions League, 1 in the qualifiers as well. Just 2 behind Lionel Messi, which of course is an all-time record in a season in either the European Cup or the Champions League. Clearance by Chelsea. Drogba's going to try and get this. Can't quite. No, he might get it second time. He does. Knocks it down this near side to Basingwa. Cahill's there at the back, and now it's with Luis. Luis playing sensibly so far. No runs from him yet. Lampard over on that left-hand side, trying to play it down the line to Bertrand. There's no space here for Chelsea over on that far side. Lahm emerges with the ball. Then a Chelsea tackle goes in, and the linesman's flagged that it has gone out of play, and Bayern Munich have a throw-in. Chelsea playing though so far with good discipline, good organisation, and Schweinsteiger now sets another Bayern Munich attack moving. Kroos hit it too strong to Robin, far too strong, and so far it's okay.
No, it's fine, mate. It's absolutely fine. There's a couple of opportunities where they've cut in Bayern Munich, but not really troubled Petr Cech as such. And it's just important for Chelsea, you know, that they keep the shape. It doesn't matter who's in which particular holes, as long as somebody is in there. If they open up against Bayern, they're in trouble.
So from Cech's clearance, Drogba can't reach it, but Ashley Cole tucks in down that left-hand side, and Bertrand now tries to move away from Lahm. Ashley Cole very tight now. Lampard immediately swamped by a couple of Bayern players, but Chelsea keep the ball, and they play it through their back four. Cahill, under pressure from Muller. Just wanted a little bit too much time there, Cahill. Got it back to his goalkeeper, and now it's back into the Bayern half, and Boateng gets in first in front of Drogba. Mikel with some very clever play, and now Mata switches the ball infield to Mikel. Given early to Kalou, who's tackled by Contento. 50-50 in midfield. Bayern emerge with the ball. It's the pace of Robin. Robin feeds Ribery. Gomez and Muller may be available. Ribery's just inside the penalty area. Ribery can't get the cross in. Chelsea are double marking him, but then clear poorly, and Ribery has another opportunity. Knocks it back to Kroos. Gomez made a burst into the penalty area. Bayern just hold on the edge of that area. Back again to Ribery once more. Still 0-0 in the Alliance Arena, and we played nearly 16 minutes of the first half. Bayern have had more of the ball, but Chelsea so far are coping. Timoshuk to Lahm over on the Bayern right. All the Chelsea players apart from Drogba effectively back behind the ball. Gomez turns. Chelsea break up the Bayern attack, and Mikel swings it hopefully into the Bayern half, and Drogba may get a chance here because Bayern haven't cut it out, but then Drogba can't find Mata, and Bayern build, and it's given early to Kroos, and Chelsea have to concentrate once more. They will have to focus for every single second of this evening. It's Muller down the Bayern right. Muller just moving forward slowly. In it goes to Gomez. No return ball. Lucky break though for Gomez. Suspicion of a hand as well there. Lahm again into Robin. Back again to Lahm. Lahm tackled by Chelsea on the edge of the penalty area. And now Mata takes it to the far touchline. Uses Drogba, and Drogba invites the challenge, manages to get it back, and then Chelsea give it away. And that's one thing that Di Matteo's team will have to do better in possession.
Yeah.
They can't just give it straight back to Bayern.
No, they've got to be able to keep the ball.
Fortunately for Chelsea, some of the Bayern passing also is way out of range, and that's another one from Kroos,
wasn't it?
Yeah, that's gone wide over on the far side, and Chelsea have a throw-in which Ashley Cole will take, and has to be very careful because this is right by his corner flag. Has to make sure this is clean and that this doesn't ricochet away from his side. Ashley Cole's throw for Chelsea, doing a good containing job early on here. Drogba back inside his own half, over his head. There's only Kalou downfield. Kalou trying to get away from Contento, and the referee has penalised Kalou, and Bayern have taken the kick very quickly. Referee allowing them to do it, which is a good sign, allowing the game to continue. One yellow card early on here for Schweinsteiger, and now Contento again, the fullback. Ribery on the outside. Contento hands over to Ribery. Muller and Gomez and Robin are all in the penalty area. Ribery hasn't got this one in yet. Ribery now into Muller. Good turn from Muller. Ball played in dangerously, and Chelsea concede a corner kick.
Yeah, I know they've done well against Chelsea. He just turned on the outside. Muller got an early left foot cross in, it was dealt with. They've been great, Chelsea, because they've been staying on their feet, Mike. They've been trying to shunt all the Bayern players into the middle where Chelsea have got the numbers.
This is going to be a corner kick for Bayern Munich to be taken by Kroos, and it hasn't been cleared, and Robin got a shot in, and it takes a deflection off a Chelsea defender. It was I don't know if that was intended. It was a very deep corner, and it travelled an awful long way. There was an attempted diving header by Chelsea which didn't work. Robin got his shot in. Now Cech gets a hand to it over on the far post following the corner. Cross comes Timashuk, and he's going to settle for the throw-in to Bayern Munich, and it's taken by Robin, hurled down to Muller. Muller's ball, Gomez with a chance. Chelsea have to be careful here. Oh, a missed kick from Basingwa, should have cleared it, and it's a corner, and Chelsea at 6s and 7s.
Well, Muller did brilliantly. It was very well worked ball into Muller. He played Gomez in. He just needed to hit it first time.
Kroos with a ball in, which in the end defeats Muller at the far post and travels to the far side for a Chelsea throw-in. Well, that was a little bit anxious.
Well, Gomez, Max, just got to hit it. He tried to do a sort of drag back almost. He's just got to whack it at the goal. That was a chance.
Chelsea throwing sensibly, just taking their time, mopping their brows under a little bit of pressure, and Ashley Cole prepares to take the throw with nearly 19 minutes gone in the first half. 0-0. Bayern have had territorially more of the game so far, but you'd expect that in their own backyard. And now Mikel has to take possession for Chelsea, and he sends the ball down the right hand side. Kalou will gallop across but won't get it. Chelsea's passing has to be better than that when they have the opportunity.
Yeah, well, the other thing as well is otherwise the likes of Drogba aren't going to run for anything at the moment. He's extremely fresh, and Timashuk comes out from the back. He doesn't pick him up. He's just saving himself. But keep sticking balls like that for Drogba or Kalou, they're not going to go in the end.
Mark Lawrence and Steve Bruce with us. Another word from Steve in a few seconds as we move towards the 20-minute mark here. Bayern Munich 0, Chelsea 0 in the Champions League final of 2012. Once more Chelsea retreat as Bayern have the possession, but of course Chelsea will make it as difficult as possible in the way they did against Barcelona for Barcelona to find space and opportunity. Long, and Barcelona just forced to play it along the back four at the moment. Now at Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Schweinsteiger to Timashuk, who hasn't had to do very much defending early on here. Bayern playing quite slowly, and Chelsea have the players once more apart from Drogba back, and Chelsea frustrating Bayern. They're forcing them backwards, and now Lahm can spring down that right hand side. Ashley Cole immediately tries to hold him up, but he picks out Kroos, who's great at finding space in midfield. Now it's Robin down the left, on to Ribery. They're the two danger men, of course, in this side. Ribery just outside the penalty area. Mikel got a block, but Robin picks up the possession once more and finds Contento back again to Robin. These are dangerous moments for Chelsea as Robin plays a 1-2, and Robin in the end almost got that in. Cech somehow makes a save, and it's cleared for a corner kick. Robin's strike, he's biting his thumbs at the moment, wondering how that didn't go in. Cech has denied it.
Well, Cech saved it, Mike. He didn't know much about it, in all honesty. It looked for a split second it was going to sneak in, crawl into the bottom of the net, but Chelsea survived.
And Bayern Munich have another corner kick, and this time Chelsea get it out of the penalty area, but back come the team all in red once more. This needs clearing from Lampard. He manages to manoeuvre the ball down the line, and Matt has done very well to keep it in. Terrific skill from the Spaniard, and a long ball across the field to young Bertrand. Good first touch from him onto Kalou's run offside. And at almost the halfway point of the first half, let's have another word from Steve Bruce.
Well, defensively Chelsea they've just got away with one there, as we said, but we know the defensive organisation of them is particularly good. The one thing we'll have to say is that they have to keep the ball better, certainly in offensive areas, and that's the one thing when they've got the defensive lad Bertrand playing on the left, it gives you no out ball if they possibly can when they've won possession.
Thank you, Steve. 22 minutes gone in the first half here in Munich. Bayern Munich threatening, Chelsea at the moment surviving. Haven't really seen a great deal of Chelsea as an attacking force, and the very fact that Timashuk is coming forward all the time from the back here, he is of course a midfield player, and he finds Robin down the right, gives it early to Muller, back again to Robin's the source of most of the danger, and Bayern win a corner this time over on the right hand side, and here's Alan Green.
Well, maybe it's because I'm watching and not commentating, but I'm far more worried than you two are. I really think Chelsea have been rocking over the last 10 minutes. Robben to take the corner for Bayern Munich. From the right, played in left-footed and headed up and away by Didier Drogba, dropping towards Lam on the far side. Cushioned header by the captain. Then the volley cross into the penalty area by Robben again. Chelsea clear once more. Timoshuk jumps, beats Kalou in the air. Now it's headed away by Ashley Cole, and still it's with Bayern again. Chelsea don't get touching the ball for any more than a couple of passes. Here's Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger to Ribery, largely down the left side at the moment for Bayern Munich. Though Robben has joined him on occasion, which makes the doubling up on the far side defensively for Chelsea not so good. But Robben's down the right now as he takes up possession. Good ball into the penalty area, and the cross in towards Gomez, but ahead of Gomez, and it's behind for a goal kick.
That's a great cross, that, Alan. Absolutely brilliant. It was just a little bit too good for Gomez. I don't think Gomez expected it. It was just a twisting and turning, and the ball came in brilliantly.
We're just seeing a replay of that Robben effort, you know. I think it hit the post. It did. Yeah, it wasn't just a save by Cech. Cech sort of pushed it up, and it hit the corner of goal post and crossbar.
Yeah, that'll be the angle then.
Yeah, something like that. You two didn't notice it. Anyway, it's still 0-0, which frankly is as good as Chelsea can hope for at the moment. Kroos trying to squeeze the pass through, but it comes off Lampard into Bayern's possession again. Contento is playing well at left back. Contento coming forward, deliberately played it off for Singwa, and it's behind for yet another corner to the German side.
Yeah, you just feel the pressure starting to build on Chelsea, don't you? And they can't get out of their own half. When they do, they've given the ball away, and it's just starting to look a little bit creaky.
Ribery's corner from the left, played in right-footed, deep. Out comes Cech, and Cech gets both hands on the ball, preventing it reaching Schweinsteiger. And now he rolls it out, underarm to the far side of the field. It's Kalou. Matt is unmarked down the right side. I wonder if Chelsea can spot him. It's with Lampard now. Back to Mikel. Matt is still unmarked. And finally Mikel picks out the Spaniard, though he had to run in field to collect possession. Then he lost it. Mikel helps him out again. Back to Lampard. Lampard hits the ball hurriedly forward onto the chest of Lam. Good control by the captain, and back to goalkeeper Neuer.
Yeah, just went for Hollywood, and all if the pass wasn't on, just keep the ball for a while.
25 minutes played. You're listening to 5 Live, BBC London 94.9 and World Service, and it's still Bayern Munich 0, Chelsea 0. And anyone who doubted, as some of us did, whether this was entirely a home game for Bayern Munich, need only look around this arena.
Drogba was clever there, you know. He
jumped into Boateng.
Well, he just made him dive and jump over him to earn a free kick.
So it's a relieving free kick for Chelsea, and it's just on the edge of the centre circle. Haven't seen a great deal of Lampard. Mata's going to take it. He's got Mikel to his right, Lampard to his left. We've played nearly 26 minutes, still 0-0 in the 2012 Champions League final. Mata touched the ball to Lampard. Lampard now chips it to the left side, and it's headed back to Cahill, who'd come up for the free kick. On the far side, Chelsea lose possession, and it goes out of a Chelsea player. It's going to be a Bayern throw. I just think as an attacking force, Chelsea aren't in it.
Well, they're just trying to force it, Alan. That's the problem. But you know, sometimes when you haven't seen the ball a while, you have to feel sometimes that you want to make an effect with it, when all you really have to do is just keep getting a touch of it.
I was hoping that Timoshuk would be a weak link in the Bayern defence, but so far the Ukrainians played well. Not that he's been under a lot of pressure.
He's come out and just played in midfield, hasn't he? Which is fine, but he will come under pressure at some stage.
Boateng clears, but it clatters into Drogba. Out of play for a throw-in. Throw-in taken. Here's Kroos playing in a deeper position tonight for Bayern Munich because of the suspension of Gustavo, forcing Muller's introduction to the team. Here is Muller on the far side of the field, into Robben. Robben plays it wide to Lam, to the right of the penalty area. Lam checks, we won't cross it left-footed. Plays it back to Schweinsteiger. On to Muller again. Schweinsteiger to Contento. Left side of the field. It's all Bayern at the moment. 18 minutes to half-time. 0-0. Now Ribery takes it up. He was suspended 2 years ago and missed the defeat by Inter Milan in the final in Madrid. It's on the far side now with Lam. And I'd love to see the possession stats. It's overwhelmingly in favour of the German side. Now here's Muller outside the penalty. Oh, that was clever. He knew that Luis was going to come into him, and boy did he work for that free kick, and he got it.
Yeah, Luis just wanted to have a nip at him, didn't he, and try and take the ball. He's obviously caught him. Very clever. He shoved his arm across.
Knew precisely what he was doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now it's 4 yards outside the penalty area, to the right of the D, as Bayern look at it, and it's Arjen Robben with Cruz, but Robben must be favourite to take this. Chelsea dare not wilt. Robben waits. The Portuguese referee forcing the Chelsea wall back the full 10 yards. He's already been in charge in this arena as Bayern Munich lost 2 Champions League games. That was a good omen for Chelsea tonight. And we still wait for the free kick. He's talking to the Chelsea wall. Robben or Cruz? Take your pick. Bayern Munich hope for a goal. 16 and a half minutes to half time. Here comes Robben, plays it straight into the wall. Poor free kick, and it rebounds out of play on the far side.
Yeah, good wall from Chelsea's point of view. Big and strong, did its job.
Throw in is taken by Lam. Back to Timoshu. And Boateng on the halfway line, left of the centre circle. On to Concento, who's more or less played left midfield. He hasn't any defending to do. Taken up now by Schweinsteiger, running forward. On to Concento, but it wasn't the pass that Concento was expecting, and he can't keep possession, and it's out of play for a throw into Chelsea.
Just a little bit on his heels, wasn't he, Concento? What we don't know, obviously, at the moment, Alan, Chelsea are fine, it's 0-0. Yes, they're under pressure. Czechs had to make the save, and the ball came off the post, etc. But we don't know how hard they're having to work at the moment. We probably won't see the effects of that till probably 70 minutes plus.
The one thing, Steve Bruce, is the longer it goes at 0-0, hopefully the more frustrated Bayern will get.
Well, that's what I said before the game. They'll be delighted that they can get half an hour. The longer it goes for me, the better for Chelsea. But we must see them take care of the ball better. That's the disappointing thing at the moment. You know, we've got to throw in, for instance, now, you know, and look, they should be giving it, and they're keeping possession. They've got a little bit of...
Good header by Drogba, fed on to Kalou. Kalou approaching the penalty. Oh, it was Bertrand approaching the penalty here, but he ran into Philip Lam, and it's taken away, and it goes out off Ashley Cole for a throw-in. Sorry to butt in there, Steve. I was hoping for good things.
My pleasure. No, it's the first time we've seen a little that they've put 2-3 passes together and had a chance at the Bayern goal.
It ain't happening often enough to calm my nerves. Bayern Munich 0, Chelsea 0. Boateng with a quarter of an hour left in the first half. On to Concento. And now Ribery. And Ribery fouled by Bosingwa. And Ribery rolling around. Don't think it's that bad a tackle.
Ribery thinks it is.
He's clutching his face now.
He's caught him on the back of the calf, Alan.
Has he? Oh yes, he did actually.
Yeah.
So Ribery has every right to go down. The trouble is, as Mike and I experience practically every game that we do, you see players rolling around, and 90% of the time they're feigning injury.
Now that hurt.
But that hurt.
That did hurt. And if the referee had actually seen the contact made by, it would have been a yellow.
Well, Ribery is receiving treatment, and Yupankes, the Bayern coach, also talking to Schweinsteiger and to Cruz. He must be reasonably happy with the way things are going for Bayern Munich at the moment, but
just want a goal.
Not without a goal.
Yeah, a goal because of the pressure and the play, certainly.
So Bosingwa fortunate. Ribery is now off the field. I'm sure he'll be back on.
Well, it's a kick, isn't it? So he should be fine. Get over the pain.
Free kick's taken. Ribery's ready. When the referee waves it back on, Bayern temporarily down to 10 men. Ball on the far side to Robben. Robben fields it. To Gomez. Great control by the striker. Gomez, edge of the penalty here. Pulls it back. Oh, there's a chance of a shot now. No, Robben hits it goalwards, but it bounced in front of Czech, and it's a simple save.
Yeah, good play by Gomez. Hold it play. Played the Manny as well, which was Muller. Got half a shot really on it, as much as anything. Back to Robben. Left foot shot, easily saved by Czech.
But there's been nothing going the way of Neuer's goal. Nothing at all.
Do you know what? He's probably only touched it twice.
Well, he was a ball boy in a final, 8 years ago in Gelsenkirchen. Here he is playing, and he has hardly touched the ball at all. Here's Cahill over the halfway line for Chelsea. On to Kalou. back to Cahill, and Cahill goes down, tackled by Boateng. It's a foul tackle by Boateng, and here's a rare opportunity for Chelsea.
I just sucked him in, didn't he? Very clever by Cahill, joining the attack. Little 1-2, went for the two, as it were, and nicked it past Boateng, who'd already sort of made his decision to try and pinch the ball off him.
Now Mata has the ball in his hands, but surely this is Drogba territory.
And he tried getting the ball off him.
Well, Mata hasn't let him take the ball. Mata's placing it where he wants it.
Did you see what Neuer did?
No, I didn't.
He got the ball boy to throw him the ball. Not the ball we're playing with, one behind the ball, just to have a touch of it before they take the free kick.
I think it's practically the only touch he's had in the game.
With his hands, certainly.
Right, Mata and Drogba are discussing options at the moment. Mata's still indicating that it's his free kick. It's meant for a left-footed shot. Drogba's still there, though, only a foot away from the ball, if that. Now he backs off. 12 minutes to half-time. The first opportunity for Chelsea. Will it be Mata or will it be Drogba? Referee makes sure the Bayern wall is back the full 10 yards. Now we wait. Drogba runs over the ball. Mata shoots. Oh, poor. Over the crossbar.
Yeah, William Shakespeare.
Got to make the goalkeeper
Much
do
ado
something.
about nothing, yeah. At least make him a save. Make him make a save, especially when he hasn't had to make a save. So he will be still nervous, Neuer.
We're nervous. And we're not
You
playing.
are? I'm a bit worried. You're not good job you're not playing, isn't it?
Well, I'm just wondering if I have to strike that clown with the green cap in front of me again. I notice he hasn't got up after the previous altercation. He's wised up, the guy. Imagine standing up trying to take photographs. He's media. Here's Robin. Good work by Robin. On to Gomez. Back to Robin. Well played, Arjen Robin. Feeding into Contento. Ribery's down the left. So too is Robin. It's with Ribery. To the left of the penalty area. Now moving infield. Into the box and shoots wide of goal.
Yeah, just dragged his shot. They seem to be able to create the opportunity and the space, but in terms of the shooting, I think Robin had a similar chance from the left-hand side in terms of coming in from the right-hand side, and obviously then Ribery, but neither, unfortunately for Bayern Munich, managed to hit the target.
Earlier in football, West Ham reclaimed their place in the Premier League by beating Blackpool 2-1 in the playoff at Wembley. Hearts beat Hibs 5-1 in the Scottish Cup final, and in the Heineken Cup final, Leinster 42, Ulster 14. Contento for Bayern Munich in the Champions League final here in Munich. On now to Ribery. Ribery faced by Basingwa and taps it back to Contento. Contento crosses into the box. Here's a great chance. Oh, the shot, I think it hit a Chelsea player. Well, the referee looked, but no, he hasn't given the corner. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, it was Muller. Edge of the penalty area, left foot on the volley.
Good chance.
Good chance, decent strike, but obviously not on
No,
target.
he didn't hit a Chelsea player with that shot.
Ashley Cole was closest to him.
Worrying. All the chances are Bayern's inside the final 10 minutes of the first half. Mikel onto Mata. Lovely touch by Mata. And now it's over the halfway line with Basingwa. Basingwa now checks and looks in field. Flicks it in the direction of Lampard. Lampard onto Drogba. Here's a chance for Didier Drogba into the penalty area. The ball couldn't get down off his head quickly enough, and it's partially cleared by Bayern Munich. Bertrand to Cole. Back to Bertrand. A collision on the far side. Referee allows play to continue. Chelsea still on the ball. Lampard back to Mikel. Drogba was so unlucky, just couldn't get the ball down.
I think Lahm did brilliantly, coming back the right back just to put him off. Bayern pinched it from him.
Here's Kalou running between two Bayern defenders, but then the ball didn't run kindly for him, and it's cleared by Bayern Munich. It's with is it Gomez on this side? How deep was Gomez there? Then he's tackled. Lost the ball initially to Mikel, lost it a second time to Mikel, and Chelsea have it back. That's good play by Kalou to find Lampard onto Mata. Bertrand available down the far side. Chelsea's best spell this last couple of minutes. Low cross in, Drogba back, here's the ball towards Lampard, into Kalou. Kalou shot at the near post, well saved by Neuer. That was goal bound.
It was goal bound, Alan, but it's an easy save by Neuer in the end. But it's encouragement from Chelsea's point of view. Very, very good break, and they kept the ball and moved it better and quicker this time.
Far, far better, Steve Bruce. What do you think, Steve?
Well, at last they've got a foothold in the game, which is terrific to see. I think he's made the wrong choice there, Kalou. He maybe should have gone across goal. I think there was better options on, but at least they've got a foot in the game. And once they string 2, 3, 4 passes, I think Bayern Munich defensively are not that great. They're good in the ball, but certainly Cruz and Schweinsteiger are not that great defensively wise.
Here is
They don't
Schweinsteiger.
track, do they, at all?
No. Schweinsteiger to Contento. And on to Ribery. A little burst of speed from Ribery. Pass it to Robin. Robin miscontrols the ball, and it's taken away well by Cahill. Cahill now to Mata. Mata in space down the right side. Cahill still running forward. Drogba's already up there. On the far side, it's got Bertrand. The pass into the centre circle, though, and Lampard to Ashley Cole. Clearly Chelsea's best spell in the game these last 5 minutes. His flick pass and not brought under control by Bertrand, and it's behind for a goal.
Yeah, just back to the bad old ways a little bit, where you want to force it when you've no need to force it. Just keep the ball. As you see that, in terms of backpedaling, the two central midfield players for Bayern aren't particularly good at it. They don't offer much protection to a back four already depleted.
Goal kick was taken short by Neuer, and now they're just risking a little bit. Bayern Munich deep in defence. 10 attempts by Bayern Munich, just 2 by Chelsea.
Yeah, but only 2 on target for Munich and 1 for Chelsea.
That effort by Kalou. Here's Schweinsteiger flicking the ball to the right, and the cross by Cruz takes a deflection. Gomez inside the penalty area, overhead kick, ball rebounds off a defender. Robin to Ribery. Ribery shot. Oh my goodness, what an opportunity for Gomez. Why did he just shoot first time? He tried to bring the ball under control, and it's cleared by Chelsea.
Yeah, I think it was one of those. It looked a little bit of a difficult ball to control when it first came over from Ribery, and I think he's gone to have a first touch, hasn't it? It was an awkward height for him.
6 minutes to half time. Corner to Bayern. Robin to take it in front of the Chelsea fans. Plays it in deliberately deep, but it's far too deep actually, and Schweinsteiger, despite rushing back towards the touchline, can't keep it in play. What a waste.
Yeah, it's funny, Gomez. I've seen him 4 or 5 times, and 2 or 3 of those times he's looked ordinary, and the other 2 times he's looked absolutely brilliant. And tonight at the moment he looks ordinary.
It's as if it's best for him not to think, because on a couple of occasions here he's taken a first touch when you just think, hit it goalwards.
He might be like you, he might be nervous.
Now what happened there? Mikel ticked off by the referee, and a free kick to Bayern taken by Cruz, and now Timashuk shoots from long range, takes a deflection of a Bayern player, and it's wide of goal.
I think was it Muller just tried to flick it on, and Cech was obviously going for the first one and had to scurry across his goal.
Wrong-footed him, but at least the deflection took the ball wide, and it's a goal kick for Chelsea. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Bayern Munich 0, Chelsea 0. And you're listening to 5 Live, BBC London 94.9 and World Service on the BBC. Chelsea have been largely under the cosh, but they haven't conceded.
Well, that's the most important
The longer it
thing.
goes, the more
Most
encouraged you
important
feel.
thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Cole with the throw-in to Lampard, and back to Luis, and here's Cahill. And that other worry we had before kick-off about the fitness of the two central defenders. They seem fine, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely fine. In training this week, they've done as much as they can with the pair of them to try and put them in a sort of game situation just to make sure they were going to be okay.
Luis for Chelsea slashes the ball towards the left side, deliberately aimed towards Ashley Cole. Cole controlled it well. Cole's done very well. Now, can he find Bertrand? No, instead it's Mata. Mata running in toward the penalty area. Mata still going. Oh, got the pass wrong to Drogba. It's cleared by Bayern Munich. And here's Cruz. Cruz now to Ribery, who pops up in the centre circle. But he didn't spot the run from Basingwa. Basingwa takes the ball off him, and now it's with Frank Lampard for Chelsea. Chelsea certainly far more in the game in this last 10 minutes. Kalou with Basingwa on the overlap. It's flicked towards Basingwa, right at the penalty area, the Bayern penalty area. Played through the legs of a defender, and then it's cleared by Contento and Cruz. On now to Muller. Muller over the halfway line, right at the centre circle. Gives it to Robin, down the right side. Ribery's down the left. Robin moving infield, and it's fed through. Gomez! Chance for Gomez! Hits it over the crossbar. Best chance in the game, and he messed it up.
Well, the thing is, Alan, initially did absolutely brilliantly, because he kind of let the ball run and stepped over it at the same time, so it came onto his favour's left foot, and he's just hoiked it over the crossbar.
Bad miss.
Great chance as well. Great chance.
What an opportunity. And it was brilliantly created by Muller.
Yeah.
Jupanke's head in hands at that miss.
On the break. It was a break, wasn't it?
Cech with a goal kick for Chelsea. 2.5 minutes to go to half time. Seemed to be a foul by Drogba on Schweinsteiger. Didn't matter as far as Bayern are concerned because they have the ball. Lamb back to his goalkeeper Neuer. Neuer plays it up over the halfway line immediately. Muller heads it just behind Gomez. I think Muller's played really well, considering he started so early for Bayern Munich.
I think he understands the space in terms of, you know, when to run into it, when to stay out of it.
Oh dear, I hope we don't have to face him in the summer in Ukraine. Here's Boateng.
Probably won't get in the team.
No, probably not. I'd rather he wasn't in the German side. Here's Kroos to Schweinsteiger, who will be in the team. On to Kroos. Kroos then sort of muscled out of it by Kalou. Good play by Chelsea. Kalou on now to Lampard. Lampard to the left side and Bertrand. Lampard was fouled there by Ribery. Referee played good advantage. Referee's doing really well here, not holding things up unnecessarily. Lampard again to Mikel. Bertrand on the far side of the field. Look how far upfield Ashley Cole is. The pass goes backwards though initially to Mata, and now Lampard. A minute and a half left in the first half. Mata to Lampard, who's tackled, and the ball squirts out of play for a throw into Chelsea.
A good tackle by Timoshuk actually.
Throw to be taken by Ashley Cole. We've seen much more of Chelsea as an attacking force in the recent quarter of an hour. The throw goes back to Luis.
Alan, since Chelsea have come forward a little bit more, Bayern don't look anything like the team. They look with possession of the ball all the time.
Here's Bertrand down the left side. Bertrand falls over. Was he fouled? No, Bertrand was the one doing the fouling, and it's a free kick to Bayern Munich in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, I just think it's very important. You go in at half time, you're 0-0, and I think, you know, Di Matteo has to be very, very positive with them. Keep the ball better defensively as well. Just be very, very careful of the runners. But when you get the opportunity to build up with the ball, they're going to create themselves some chances.
Here's Kroos over the halfway line, playing it to the left to Contento, on to Ribery. I think it's been a bit of a disappointment so far, Ribery.
I think he tried to go around Basingwa on the outside very early. Basingwa got back easily, and he's not tried it since. He just keeps cutting inside.
Schweinsteiger heading it towards the right side, and Muller. Gomez is inside the penalty area. It's fed in to Ribery. Ribery now on his left foot. Luis is there. Luis takes the ball off him, and Chelsea clear that carefully.
Well, he just stood up, Luis, didn't he, and said, come on, you're going to have to beat me. And in the end, he's pinched the ball off his toes.
1 minute of added time at the end of this first half. We're into it. Cahill back to Luis. Don't do anything daft now, lads. And back now to Czech. Oh, there's the Tannoy announcer. It's the greatest night of his life. He's blasting his voice all across the world.
That's somebody's son you're talking about. You'll be getting letters. And the fella you knocked out in front of us as well. I wonder what the third one's going to be.
I'll find one. I'll deal with him. Schweinsteiger for Bayern Munich inside his own half to Boateng and on to Ribery. Good ball by Ribery into Muller. Well tackled by Mikel. Mikel's playing really well for Chelsea tonight. Mikel again from Basingwa's pass on to Mata. Back to Mikel. Mikel holds off Kroos, and then the ball goes out of play off Kroos. It's going to be a throw into Chelsea.
Alan, Chelsea are growing into this game, which
definitely.
I think is the key at the moment.
Well, I'd have taken 0-0 at the start of the first half at half time. Definitely take 0-0, and that is half time. What do you think, Mark?
Well, I think that Chelsea will be delighted it's 0-0, and as I say, they'll accentuate the positives at half time under Di Matteo. What we must say, of course, is Chelsea in Czech, he's made a really good save with his feet, which came off the crossbar, but in all honesty, Gomez should have put Bayern in front. Muller had a very, very good chance as well. They've held on a little bit, but in the last 10 or 15 minutes, they've started to grow into the game and starting to show a little bit more belief.
The guy in the green cap has stood up at the half-time interval, but he's immediately making his way out.
He knows count of 8. It was a count of 8.
Yeah, he's got to stay out of my way, and certainly when the game's in motion, sit down, son, or you're in trouble.
He's not coming back here, by the way.
Half-time 0-0, Mark.
Well, the best thing about this stadium, I think, is the fact that there's no running track. That was the problem with the old Olympic Stadium. The crowd are right on top of the pitch here, so the stats from the first half was 60-40 to Bayern possession. They had 8 corners and Chelsea had none, but it's still 0-0. We've got something I'd never like to see actually in the stadiums, red flares up on the top tier away to the right, and they need to get those extinguished as quickly as possible. Certainly a hazard and dangerous And goodness knows how they managed to get them in the first place. Bearing in mind you can't even bring bottles of water in from outside. Anyway, here are the lineups for the second half. Bayern with Neuer in goal, Lahm, Boateng, Timoshuk and Contento, Schweinsteiger and Kroos, Robin, Muller, Ribery and Gomez. The Chelsea lineup in Chelsea in the second half play from right to left with Cech in goal, Basingwa, Luis, Cahill and Cole, Mikel, who I thought was outstanding, and Lampard, Kalou, Mata, Bertrand and Drogba. The closest really to a goal was when Robin's shot was saved by Cech's feet and came off the bar, but also Gomez of course missed a sitter. So do we have here the last 45 minutes of the European club season, or are we going to have an extra 30 and maybe even penalties? Some early thoughts from Mark Lawrence.
Well, I think it's just important that Chelsea start the second half positively, Mike. I thought they ended the second half much brighter than the first sort of half an hour, and reminds on the attack now.
Here comes Ribery for the first time, going forward for Bayern Munich. Cahill trying to force him wide, and Lewis is there to scramble the ball away, and it went kindly for Chelsea because it actually hit Ribery, and so it's going to be a goal kick.
That's the first time that Ribery's had a chance to run at virtually the last defender in the penalty area, and he went past Cahill rather easily and should have done better.
The smoke from those flares now billowing across the stadium, and the television cameras are picking out the Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich for the first time here tonight. This of course very much his holy grail. 9 seasons he's tried to win this competition, so close in Moscow, and by the way, conditions completely different from Moscow. We had torrential rain in Moscow. Here it's a perfect evening after a perfect day, and Bayern Munich once more start with the ball, but Muller misplaces the pass behind Ribery, and Chelsea, as Mark Lawrence has been saying, really have to start the second half well. No lapses of concentration as Mikel now receives following the throw over on the far side. Chelsea building from the back. You're listening to 5 Live, BBC London 94.9 and World Service from the Champions League final. 0-0 here, despite the fact that Bayern had most of the game. It's still 0-0, and Drogba is battling down below us now with Timoshuk. Played the ball in field and was scrambled back well by Bertrand to Mikel. Good crisp pass by him to Mata, who spreads it wide now to Basingwa. That was good from Chelsea. Only Drogba at the moment in the penalty area, and they have to settle for a throw-in over on the far side. Basingwa will take it, and now he can throw the ball long, Basingwa, but it doesn't look like he's going to do it this time. Throws it to Mata, who bends the ball into the centre circle, and now it's David Luiz. Luiz finding Cole. Cole up against Robin, his former teammate. In fact, it was 5 years ago today when Robin played his last game for Chelsea in the cup final, and Luiz misjudges that, and Robin's going forward. Great scrambling challenge from Ashley Cole to help out Chelsea. Still Robin has possibilities here. Plays the ball back to Kroos. Kroos' shot is lifted behind off the Chelsea player for a corner.
Well, I mean, Luiz has the intent to do that. He did one in the first half where he dived in for a tackle, and then he completely sold himself. Fortunately for him and for his team, Ashley Cole managed to get the block in.
Robin still has fantastic pace and energy, and he takes a short corner and he finds Lahm, and Robin's available now with a better angle perhaps. Boateng's gone forward, headed out of the penalty area though by Chelsea. Robin's left it for Lahm, who plays it beautifully back to Timoshuk, and Bayern build again down this near side, though Ribery's calling for it over on the far side. The ball is with the danger man Robin. Robin's ball into Ribery, so it couldn't have been him calling for it over on the far side. Ribery now, and the ball played in, and Chelsea have to be careful here. It was Lahm who played it into the penalty area. Chelsea looking to try and counter-attack. Kalou into Mata, who does well to find Lampard, and now Lampard played it long, looking for the pace of Kalou, but Schweinsteiger actually in the left-back position is there covering, and Schweinsteiger pours forward now for Bayern Munich. Schweinsteiger onto Ribery down the Bayern Munich left. 0-0 here. Ribery on the edge of the penalty area. All the Chelsea players coming back. It's Thomas Muller now for Bayern Munich. Muller thinking about a shot perhaps. Mikel slips and the ball is dinked into the penalty area, and the ever-reliable Cech is there.
Yeah, it's a good break certainly by Bayern, set up by the goalkeeper. Neuer, who had the first touch into Schweinsteiger, broke very quickly, but should have done better with it, Muller.
Just have to hold the ball better, Chelsea. I think we've been making that point, especially Steve Bruce making the point that when they do have the opportunity to play some football, they don't really need to be giving it straight back to Bayern Munich.
However, on that occasion, Mike, they were right to try and play Kalou in. It would have been similar to the goal Ramirez scored against Barcelona away from home.
And they must know, and Roberto Di Matteo must know, that if they can have some moments, they can trouble this Bayern defence. There's no question about that. Throw into Chelsea, Drogba with his great power, tries a shot there from 30 yards or so. And I don't know why Timoshuk's screaming at the referee. It's gone wide, but it was Drogba, his very best, confident there, but just spanking it wide.
Well, he just rolled Timoshuk, didn't he, with his strength. Just completely rolled him, and on the volley, it's a decent dipping strike as well.
Just as noisy as it was at the start of the game. Still waiting. We thought there were going to be goals here in this game. We still may have them, but it's 0-0 here as Muller gets a bang on the head and Mikel plays it very delicately down the right hand side, and now Basingwa's got some space down that right for Chelsea. Can he use it? Drogba's on the edge of the penalty area. Still Basingwa, partially tackled and winning a throw in off Schweinsteiger. Well, Chelsea now got players in the penalty area, and Basingwa throws the ball down, throws the ball back to Mikel. Mikel, under instruction from Cahill, knocks it a long way back to Luiz, and Chelsea start from inside their own half, and Luiz will give this back to Cech once more. Chelsea just calming things down here in this fever pitch atmosphere here in Bavaria. Still 0-0 in the Champions League final. Ball back with Cech in the goal away to our right, and we've already played 6 minutes of the second half. Cech now feeding Cahill, and Cahill and Luiz both seem to be fine after their injury problems. Now Mata, who had some good moments, though wasted a free kick in the first half. Kalou now back to Lampard, who's been playing with great discipline. Lampard hardly wasting a pass as well when he's had it. Now Luiz into Drogba, who tried to turn away from Timoshuk once more. Bayern win it back again, and now a lovely touch from Ribery, filters the ball down the left towards Muller. Cahill sweeps across though and does really well to find Kalou, and the game just opening up a little bit here now as Kalou plays it square to Mikel, and Mikel down the left hand side. Oh, Ashley Cole didn't run for it, and Bayern have it, and Lahm has it, and Lahm is going forward at great pace here for Bayern Munich. The ball bobbles through, Cole has to be careful, Gomez throws himself down, and it's going to be a goal kick, but that was a complete misunderstanding down there, and there are just a few words being spoken between Mikel and Ashley Cole.
Well, in all honesty, Ashley Cole, if he'd gone for it, Mike, he would have got it easily. He decided not to go for it, and in the end though he's managed to rectify the problem from Chelsea's point of view with the block.
Well, we'll hear again from Steve Bruce in a couple of minutes as we move towards 7.5 minutes gone in the second half here. Still 0-0. Drogba now going to try and flick on this long clearance to Mata, but Bayern Munich have it, and Kroos, who really has had his style cramped a little bit here tonight, hasn't been able to get forward, and Bayern Munich give the ball away really carelessly. Mata now finds Lampard on the edge of the area, didn't have a shot, but Bayern Munich give it straight back to Didier Drogba, and there you have it really in a nutshell, that when Bayern Munich are put under pressure they can look vulnerable, but now they go forward once more with Muller down the left hand side. Now Chelsea have to be careful. Muller for Bayern to Robin shoots, and it's offside. It's in the back of the net from Ribery, but it's offside, and Chelsea survive.
Well, they've got away with one. They really seriously have. It was a good block from Robin's shot, I think. In the end, it just did come back to Ribery. It was a decent block. Oh, it's tight, mate. When the ball was played, it was really, really tight. Really tight.
And all of that happened, Bayern Munich nearly scoring within seconds of their own defence, looking to have troubles at the other end of the field.
Well, Drogba's shot was blocked, and
yes,
they were away, weren't they?
It's now Contento, the left back of Bayern Munich. That's got the crowd going again. Gomez makes a run, but the ball is shorter to Muller. The Chelsea defenders back off. Robin's available down the near side, but Bertrand will cut it out. And now Ashley Cole on the edge of the penalty area bides his time, and still bides his time, and Lampard gives it back to Luiz, and Luiz for Cech, and Cech cleared it very hurriedly there towards this near side to Bertrand, and it's been headed out by Lahm for a Chelsea throw. Quick word from Steve Bruce. Steve.
Well, you can obviously see when Chelsea have got possession and they've got up into the final third now, the quickness of the break on Bayern Munich. That's once or twice now. The game's opened up far more than it ever did in the first 45 minutes, and Chelsea have obviously got to be careful in the break, because Bayern Munich with their 3 forward players will certainly enjoy that extra room which they're given at the moment.
Still anybody's cup though here, 0-0, and Chelsea now try to spread the play down this near side to Bertrand, and Neuer who's hardly had a touch. In fact, Mark Lawrenson was saying when he had to face a free kick from Mata towards the end of the first half, he even got the ball boy to throw a ball at him so he could actually feel the ball. Now
the ball never went out the area there.
Right, and it's been spotted by the officials, and so they'll have to start that one all over again. Neuer then in the Bayern Munich goal to clear for them, with just over 10 minutes gone in the second half on 5 Live, BBC London 94.9 and World Service. Now it's into the Chelsea half. Luis, Bayern Munich's Muller, is it, I think, holding his head, and he's won himself the free kick that he was after all the way there.
Yeah, I think Luis sort of clambered and climbed all over him, maybe caught him with an errant arm.
And so Arjen Robben. Whenever he scores in this stadium, Bayern Munich always win. That's his record. He hasn't scored yet this evening. He's been the closest to a Bayern goal so far, and now he's lining up a free kick. They've only got 2 players forward, Gomez and Muller, 2 very good headers of the ball. Ribery again optimistically calling for it, and it's been taken short, and Schweinsteiger now finds Kroos, and it may go to Ribery. Shot driven in, and that's wasted from Bayern Munich. That was very selfish in the end, really, and that's gone wide for a goal kick for Chelsea.
Yeah, it was a waste, and I think from Chelsea's point of view, they all backed into the penalty area waiting for the cross, and they just let Bayern Munich have the ball. That was from Kroos, the shot, wasn't it?
And the thing is, the longer this game goes, there will still be Fernando Torres time, I think, in this final. At some point we're bound to see him, and well, you never know.
He might have to surgically remove the tracksuit bottoms, though.
He's bound to play a part at some point, and of course he played a massive part in Barcelona in that second leg semi-final. So Bayern Munich so far are being frustrated. They are the home side, they are getting more of the ball, but Chelsea, just as they did in the semi-final, are working really tirelessly here. Will they be able to keep it up? Neuer out of the penalty area for Timoshuk, and Lahm makes himself available down the right. Timoshuk, who moves very coolly around the place there. Oh, and then he gave it straight to Mikel, who finds Mata. Can Chelsea counter-attack here? Mata went around Kroos and was fouled by Kroos, and to be honest, for me that's a yellow card, because he knew exactly what he was doing.
Clever foul, mate. Clever foul. You're right about the yellow. It was a very clever foul, because he just completely halted the break.
Well, he knew exactly what he was about there, Kroos, but the referee, reluctant to produce cards in the final, he produced the one when he had no other alternative for deliberate handball. Now Ashley Cole for Chelsea, looking for Drogba, headed up in the air by Contento.
Wow.
Not very well as the whistle gone, as it has, as Kalou tries to pounce, and it's going to be a free kick to Bayern Munich, quickly taken. Chelsea have to concentrate. They find Kroos on the edge of the penalty area. Kroos now bringing the ball out slowly, and we played nearly 30 minutes of the second half. It's still 0-0. Robben and Ribery so far haven't changed flanks in this second half. Ribery very much down the left-hand side there. Basingwa did well, though, to cut it out. And then Mikel, who's having one of his best games for Chelsea, finding Cole, and now Lampard. 0-0. Lampard back to Cahill. Chelsea looking quite assured. Ball with Basingwa, the right back, and Basingwa knocks it long, and that's poor. That's exactly what we've been talking about. Need to protect the ball better than that. But Bayern, well, I thought they'd let Chelsea in there, but referees penalised Chelsea.
Yeah, high foot. I think it was Kalou.
When he's had his moments, Drogba has shown, of course, that he is a menace. And now Lahm near side of the field. Lahm infield to the unmarked Kroos. Chelsea perhaps need to be just a bit tighter on him. Now it goes to Muller down the right-hand side. Gomez waits in the penalty area. Ball is played short, though. They do like to build up. They don't normally hit long balls. Now it's Muller once more for Bayern. 1-2s towards Robben. Chelsea have to be careful. The dangerous Gomez is there. They haven't cleared it. Goes to Robben. Fantastic defending. I think it was Ashley Cole. Chelsea still have to get this ball out of the penalty area. Lampard jumping with Schweinsteiger, and they're desperate for this to go out of play, and eventually it does. And somebody, I think it was Cole, threw himself at that.
Absolutely brilliant block. This broke to Robben, middle of the goal, pulled the left foot back, bang, Cole was there like a flash.
We're going to get a replay of that, Mark, and you can just...
Yeah, Ashley Cole,
fantastic.
Great.
And he was described yesterday, by the way, by Didier Drogba. Of course he is biased, but he was described as the best left back in Europe. Well, I don't think there'd be too many disagreements about that.
No. There's a lad who plays for Bayern could play left back and be the best in Europe as well.
You're talking about Lahm, yes, but he is now playing most of his football at right back. So, but nevertheless,
is he?
Yeah, the ball. Now Mata for Chelsea. Mata's ball into Kalou on the edge of the penalty area. Nice touch from Kalou. Basingwa now helps out. Basingwa has to be careful not to lose this because Bayern Munich could counter-attack. Mata spots the danger though and plays it back. And Chelsea are playing quite brightly in spells here. It's Mata once more now towards Drogba. Cushion clearance by Boateng. And now this is when Bayern can be dangerous, when they bring the ball out and Chelsea have to get numbers back in midfield. Kroos runs a long way with the ball and finds Ribery down the left. It's still 0-0 in the Champions League final. Now it's Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger 15 yards inside the Chelsea half. Plays the ball down this near side, down the right to Muller, who's won himself a corner off Ashley Cole.
Yeah, you could just see there when Chelsea came forward, all of a sudden they had 5 players the wrong side of the ball, which something that Bayern very much like to try and do, hit you on the break.
Chelsea still haven't had a corner. This one's short from Bayern Munich, and it's been headed behind by Didier Drogba for another corner. Drogba, of course, is always very useful coming back for these set pieces. And now Robin prepares to take another Bayern Munich corner. Boateng's made a run into the penalty area. This time they do deliver long, and it's been headed away to the far side. This time it was a Bayern player, and so it's a goal kick for Chelsea. Still 0-0.
Yeah, I think it was Schweinsteiger with the last touch, but he looked as though he jumped just in front of Gomez. Gomez, who was in a better position maybe in terms of the header. Important player of the game now for Chelsea, Mike. This
Chelsea fans more subdued at the moment than the Bayern fans. Relentless applause away to our right. A sea of red down there, and now Cech clears into the Bayern half. Drogba's going to try and chest this ball back. Lampard was there reacting, and Cahill and Luiz together have the ball, and now so does Ashley Cole. Infield to Lampard, leading well the side tonight. Lampard and Mikel looking very solid in midfield. The ball down the Chelsea right. Now the Chelsea fans we can hear responding to the Bayern supporters. Cech takes possession once more away to our right, and Luiz now picks it up from him. Drogba points. Luiz hits it long, trying to lift it over Lahm. Bertrand made a challenge. Bayern Munich are quick, and Bayern Munich now move towards the halfway line, and Gomez sends the ball back to Schweinsteiger, and here's a chance for Bayern. Schweinsteiger straight at Petr Cech, and his handling was brilliant.
Right, got his ankles wrong, Schweinsteiger. Great break. Another 5 yards further sort of left towards us, as you will, away from Cech, and it was a great opportunity for Bayern.
It's a much better second half. It is really opening up again now. Mata over on that far side for Chelsea, surrounded though by red shirts, and between them they win the ball back, and it's Frank Ribery, and Basingwa backs off, and Robin goes on the outside, and Ribery's charging towards the penalty area, and still Frank Ribery, and Ribery in the end tried to set it up for Muller, and Chelsea have the defenders back to clear, and Cole finds Bertrand, and Cole's gone for the return. Drogba hauls and nuts it on to Ashley Cole. Cole though got a challenge from Bastian Schweinsteiger. He's now out of position. Bertrand will have to cover for him as Lahm takes possession for Bayern Munich. Infield to Kroos. High ball to the far side. Robin now is playing down the left hand side. Basingwa just backing off. Robin approaches the penalty area. The ball is flicked back into midfield. Chelsea got everybody back now behind the ball. Ribery trying to shape to shoot, and he does, and he drags it wide. And here's Mark.
You know what, I don't know why he didn't shoot the time before. He had loads of space. He engineered himself half a yard, edge of the penalty area, just coming in from the left hand side, and he decided to try and play Gomez in. Have a shot.
Let's have another word from Steve Bruce. Steve.
Well, it's a far more open game in the second half, as everybody can obviously see, and we can see from here. And obviously Chelsea now in the next 10 minutes is a vital stage of it. Can they keep the ball and cause the threat? Because it's there for them. It's there for them if they can just reach their other little gear, which I'm sure they've got.
Yeah, it's almost a three-quarter mark in the 90 minutes. But of course, the longer this goes, we may have an extra 30 for you. And it's going to be a Bayern Munich free kick. Despite their possession, they haven't been able to get a stranglehold of the game here. Gomez missing a great chance before the break. Robin having his shot deflected onto the post by Petr Cech. But Chelsea so far keeping them at bay. Contento, the fullback, over on the left-hand side. Infield to the busy Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger just looking for the best option here. looks for Robin, who seemed just a bit surprised to get that, and now it's with Lahm. Lahm finding Muller, tight to the line near side. Robin linking the play once more into Lahm. Lahm, in the end, just slipped over as he was trying to turn and check clears. There's a huge gap between the Chelsea midfield and Drogba, and Timoshuk went swinging in there with the boot. Drogba can't get it, and Neuer immediately sends the ball to Timoshuk, and Bayern Munich start again.
They're getting a bit like Arsenal though, Mike. They want to, or they seem to want to score the perfect goal, Bayern.
Well, they are known as FC Hollywood, aren't they? And that's maybe what they're trying here. But great Chelsea noise now from away to our left. But it's Bayern Munich with the ball. They've had most of it this evening. Robin now. Ashley Cole and Bertrand are there. Robin feeding Kroos on the edge of the area, and now it opens up for Lahm down the right-hand side. And Ashley Cole's there with another important block.
He must have had half a dozen.
Was he appealing for handball there?
I was, Lahm, yeah.
Well, it's a corner. It's a corner to Bayern. Chelsea still haven't had one. What are you pointing at?
Just had another touch from the ball boy, Neuer, because it's been so long without him touching the ball.
Yeah, but they can be dangerous games for goalkeepers. Long corner kick, check flapped at that one a little bit, and Luiz is standing firm at the back for Chelsea, but they still haven't cleared the ball, and now it's Kalou all on his own, and he's going to lose this. He's tackled, and Philippe Lahm is driving forward, and Drogba is there shoulder to shoulder with him in the penalty area. And Chelsea now desperate to get out of their own half as Mata finds Kalou.
Well played, Didier Drogba. Just sometimes when forwards are in your area, you think, oh my goodness, he's going to tackle, but he was just so strong.
Now Bayern have to get back, but Chelsea have just held it. It's Lampard very deep at the moment in the Chelsea half. 21 and a half minutes gone nearly in this second half, and it's still 0-0.
I think Chelsea are going to get an outstanding chance in this game, mate. It might be enough, sorry.
And Neuer, as we've been saying, hasn't really had to make a save, but they sometimes can be very dangerous games for goalkeepers. Long ball now is overhit from Lampard. That's a bit un-Frank Lampard-like, because he couldn't find Drogba, and Bayern Munich now bringing it out once more. Kroos for Contento, the left back. Nearly 22 minutes gone in the second half. Contento for Bayern Munich. He's got Muller on the outside. Gomez waits and hopes for something coming his way. Ribery on the left edge of the penalty area. Has to send the ball back into midfield though. And it comes to Lahm again. He's getting a lot of the ball down the right at the moment. And so too is Robin. And again, Ashley Cole backs off. And Robin tries a shot. Chelsea managed to get a block in. Schweinsteiger lifts it forward. Mikel was a little bit careless. Robin is going in. Luis got an important head to it. Mikel clears. And here's Alan Green.
And it's still 0-0. By the way, the lines are open for 606, which I'll present from Munich. 0500 909 693. Heaven only knows when I'll be presenting 606. We may have extra time, we may have penalties. Here's Philippe Lahm, the captain of Bayern Munich, a couple of yards outside the Chelsea penalty area. To Ribery, Lahm again. And on now to the right, and Muller. Muller doesn't cross first time, plays it back to Lahm. They do try to walk the ball into the penalty area. It's Muller again, towards the right touchline. Faced by Ashley Cole. Back now to Ribery. Ribery into Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger runs forward now. He's right edge of the penalty area. Muller again. He still doesn't get the cross in, and he's tackled by Coles behind for a corner.
Yet again. How many times have we mentioned Ashley Cole's name? Outstanding he's been tonight.
Why doesn't he cross the ball?
Why don't any of them cross, Alan? How big's Gomez?
I can't understand that.
No. Sorry, they're playing a little bit like Barcelona did against Chelsea.
Not quite. Robin with a corner. Left foot in toward the near post, and it reached the far post, and it's headed up and behind. Corner again to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, it was Bertrand, wasn't it, with that header maybe?
Well, anybody will do, frankly. Robin once more. And what's the assistant doing on the side? There's a ball near the penalty area. Robin takes the corner in, and it's headed away by Luis. And here's Mata. Mata sort of kneed the ball back in the direction of the captain Lampard, who clears it upfield, dropping towards Kalou. Red shirts around him, and Kalou loses out to Boateng. 21 minutes left for play here on 5 Live, the World Service in BBC London 94.9. That's how you're listening to the final of the 2012 Champions League. It's with Schweinsteiger inside the centre circle. On to Lahm. Lahm now midway inside the Chelsea half. Flicks it to the right. Surely Robin will cross it. Not yet, he won't. Robin controls the ball though. Faced by Bertrand. Robin on his left foot, slides it back, here's an opportunity, shot goalwards, blocked by a Chelsea body. Was that Ashley Cole again?
I don't know, I think it's
Heather
Schweinsteiger with the cross, was it? With the shot.
Well, they are probing, but they're not incisive enough.
No.
Bayern Munich.
Thank goodness for Chelsea at the moment they're not.
Kroos is going to take this free kick for Bayern Munich. And how many Bayern players are inside the Chelsea penalty area? 5 at the moment. Soon it will be 6 as Schweinsteiger joins in. Toulouse nowhere near 10 yards back from the free kick. The referee's pulling him back, verbally pulling him back. Kroos with a free kick. 20 minutes to go here in Munich. Still 0-0. Kroos waits. Where is Gomez? It's played in towards Gomez, but it's a simple header away by Lampard, and then Timoshuk heads it back to the captain Lam on the halfway line in the centre circle. Timoshuk, the Ukrainian again, onto Robin. Robin now runs in towards the penalty area, takes it inside of Bertrand, shoots, takes a reflection off Bertrand, balls edge of the penalty area and should be cleared. It's carefully cleared by Lampard. Well done, Frank. Didn't get too worked up, just controlled himself. On it goes to Drogba. Drogba tackled by Timoshuk, who aside from the odd stray passes played really well, and it's out of play for a throw into Chelsea.
Strange, isn't it? 70 coming up to 71 minutes, no changes at all from either side.
There might be soon though.
Well, they're obviously thinking about the the extra time as well, aren't they, both managers?
I think Maluda is warming up for Chelsea at the moment, and I might think Torres will get his chance. But here's Kalou to Mata, and Basingwa to his right, and it's on to Basingwa. Will he cross first time? Yes, he does, in towards Kalou. Good defensive header away by Timoshuk. Played back in towards Drogba. Out comes Neuer, and he catches the ball securely.
Yeah, good save by Neuer. I know it's only a cross, Mike, Alan, but he was under pressure.
I'm Alan, he's Mike.
Yeah, I know it was one of you.
Here's Robin, Ribery rushing forward, but Robin delays. Robin cuts in, edge of the penalty, shoots right footed straight at Czech, who's saved easily.
But better, isn't it? That's probably the 4th or 5th time second half where Robin or Ribery is cut inside. Actually, that was a better strike. Comfortable save in the end, but you've got to start shooting if you're Bayern Munich.
Czech delays clearing until now, and he smacks it left foot in the direction of Drogba. Drogba actually sort of beaten in the air by Lam. Maluda's coming on. Who for? Who do you reckon?
Bertrand, you think?
Well, it could be. It's another attacking move by Roberto Di Matteo. Here's Drogba. Oh, Drogba's away from Timoshuk. Drogba, left edge of the penalty area. Mata's on the near post and played in deeper than Mata, and put behind by Contento for a corner.
Yeah, well done, Contento. Good defending to your left back. You get yourself in the middle of the penalty area to deal with the ball that comes across the 6-yard box.
It is Bertrand who's coming off to be replaced by Maluda. Well, the 22-year-old's done really well. He certainly has justified the ball selection by Di Matteo.
Well, the other thing as well, Alan, he won't have played in that position too many times. I know he played against Blackburn in the last game of the Premier League, so he's done exceptionally well.
Well done, young man. And now Maluda is on, and Mikel just wants a drink. I thought that was going to be a corner kick, but it's only a throw into Chelsea, taken by Cole to the said Maluda. Maluda a yard outside the Bayern penalty area to Cole. Cole crosses in. Neuer comes, only palms it away, and it was a weak shot by Kalou. Oh, Drogba rather.
By Drogba, yeah. I think the thing was though, because Neuer was struggling to get back, he wanted to hit it early. Unfortunately, just didn't make great contact. Neuer's got away with one a little bit.
He hasn't had a lot to do, so maybe concentration, bit of a problem. You wouldn't think so in a Champions League final. Anyway, Kroos jumps, and that was actually Schweinsteiger, and he fouls Kalou.
I think it was a previous foul,
Previous foul.
On Cahill by Gomez. So the referee realised Chelsea didn't have advantage, so he pulled them back. 16
minutes to go. Bayern Munich 0, Chelsea 0. Cahill to Lampard, who has had such a disciplined game tonight. We normally expect to see Lampard rampaging forward, but he stayed back, and I think he's needed to stay back.
Well, they sat in. Mikel and himself have done extremely well.
Both of them.
Yeah, it's a barrier, isn't it?
Schweinsteiger back to Neuer in front of the Chelsea fans. Neuer rather delayed the clearance, hits it upfield. And, at long last, the guy in the tannoy knows there's been a substitution. So he has his second big moment. His mum and dad will be proud. Cole over the halfway line. into Drogba. Drogba tried to feed it back to Ashley Cole, but it hits a Bayern player and rebounds to Robin. Well done, Drogba. He's getting back to make the challenge. Robin down the right side, checks in field. In now to Ribery, yard outside the penalty area. Ribery stabs it forward, and no, Muller can't turn the ball goalwards. It's put behind by Cahill, alright, a play by Cahill. It's only a throw in.
It's a throw in, just a wrong decision really. I think the ball was, let Muller make the run, he took defenders away, the ball was more to the left hand side. However,
quarter of an hour to go. Chelsea have made a change, no sign of an alteration yet by Bayern Munich. Robin with the throw in to Ribery, and Ribery falls down looking for a free kick. He hasn't got it. Well done, the assistant. Oh no, it's given away by Chelsea. That was poor. Lam, edge of the Chelsea penalty, into Ribery. Ribery's past Lampard. Ribery's still going, gets the cross in, flicks in the air off a defender, and is palmed behind by Czech for a corner.
I'd say it's a great save, Alan, because he's running back towards his own goal, Petr Cech, and it was just creeping in under the bar. He's had to stretch right-handed after the deflection and just help it over.
Robin to take the corner from the right, played in left-footed, wretched corner. Didn't beat the first defender, that was Lampard. The clearance goes to Timoshuk. Timoshuk feeds it to Robin again, and Robin runs in towards the penalty area and ran into Lampard, and it's behind for another corner.
You know, Chelsea generally done that wonderfully well, where they've just stood up when both Robin and Ribery have been running at them and made it really difficult for them to go past them.
Robin's corner, 14 minutes to go, deeper this time, well defended by Drogba. His header away. Schweinsteiger controls it. Left side of the penalty area, the Chelsea penalty area. Schweinsteiger back to Cruz. Cruz tempted to shoot from 30 yards. Shoots left-footed, hits a defender and rebounds, but to Bayern on the far side of the field. Bayern continue to probe, continue to dominate the game. It's with Cruz to the left side and Schweinsteiger. Back to Cruz. And Cruz looking to the right side towards Robin, and it's a firm pass hit towards the Dutchman. Robin controls it, cuts in field, doesn't find Muller with his pass, and then Muller trying to win the ball back, trips a Chelsea player, and it's a free kick.
Yeah, Robin does that so many times though, doesn't he? So that sort of feint to sort of go past people and try and play a little 1-2, and Chelsea are wise to it now.
Steve Bruce sitting a few yards to our left. Steve, what are your thoughts?
It'd be interesting to see if Bayern ever changed them over, you know, and give us a little bit of dimension where maybe they go on the outside, because every time they keep cutting in on the inside, and Chelsea have done very, very well defensively to play against it.
Czech's free kick, driven mightily upfield, but Drogba can't help it on towards Mata. And here's Schweinsteiger, midway inside his own half. That's a lovely ball forward now. Muller to Robin, and on to Ribery on the far side. Ribery now approaching the Chelsea penalty area, into it, beats Basingwa once, then he feeds it back, it might fall, oh my goodness, shot by Muller.
Yeah,
should have got it in target.
Well, it came to him on his left foot. You think he's going to hit it with his left, and he sort of had a change of mind and let it bounce, and he's going to hit it with his right, and he just dragged it well wide of the far post.
Do place your calls for 606, even if you don't get on for quite a while. Extra time looming, 12 minutes away. The number for 606 0500 909 693. Whatever time it starts, I'll be presenting an hour of your calls at the conclusion to this Champions League final. And remember, West Ham back in the Premier League after beating Blackpool in the playoff final at Wembley. Hearts thrashed Hibs in the Scottish Cup final. And of course, a little story this week emanating from Merseyside. Dalglish sacked. Robin for Bayern Munich. Robin miscontrols the ball, allows Lampard to take it off him quite easily. Lampard again from Kalou's pass. Well played, Frank Lampard.
I have 1 foot, yeah, well played. Well, I have 1 foot. When was the last time Gomez touched the ball in this game?
A long time ago. Well, you see, look where he is now. He's on the halfway line. He's no use there at all. Drogba. Oh, that's a good ball to the right side. Mata now, near the penalty area. Mata, can he find the blue shirt in the pass? No, he couldn't, because it was blocked by Schweinsteiger, and it's out of play for a Chelsea throw-in. Mata wasted a good opportunity there. Fraction under 11 minutes to go. Look forward to see if there's a Bayern substitution about to be made. Not yet, though a couple of players are getting ready. Basingwa with a throw-in, level with the edge of the Bayern penalty area. Apart from Kalou's shot, Norris had next to nothing to do. Go on, make him work, Chelsea. Basingwa throws the ball into the penalty area. Comes out of a red shirt, appeals for handball, and no, I didn't think so. But they were appealing anyway.
I think only one person appealed actually on the field of play, and of course
there was thousands of Chelsea fans who were screaming for a penalty. No, it's hit away towards the far side. That's a great pass, great control too by Basingwa. Now, can he get the ball into the penalty area? No, it's played back, and now it's with Mata running towards the far side of the field. On by Basingwa to Frank Lampard, to Mata. Not a great ball from Lampard, and it's out of play for a Bayern throw-in. 10 minutes to go, 0-0.
Yeah, just a little bit of a waste, and quite an advantageous position. And it's important, Chelsea, to keep the ball in the corner there. I do feel they will get a chance before the 90 minutes is up.
Taking quite a while for Contento to take this throw-in. He throws it finally to Boateng, who lashes it upfield. Headed away well by Cahill. Both Cahill and generally Luiz have played well. The odd aberration from Luiz, but that appears to be in the Brazilian's nature. Oh, that's a good pass to Mata. Mata now has Drogba available, tried to feed it to the left instead to Cole, was intercepted, and now on the counter-attack. Bayern Munich with Muller. Fouled by Ashley Cole, that's a yellow card.
He'll take it. He knows he's walking away.
What he was doing.
Yeah.
Do you really sense a goal?
I think no matter how poorly you play sometimes, you always get a chance. Always.
It has to be said, we've got to, judge the game fairly, and Bayern have been the better side.
Oh, crikey,
more threatening side.
Yeah, crikey, there's no doubt about that.
Free kick taken.
Doesn't matter though.
No.
Barcelona were the better side in the two legs against Chelsea.
Robin onto Ribery down the far side of the field, the left. Contento runs ahead of the Frenchman. Ribery keeps the ball, but the ball breaks to Contento. Contento doesn't cross it. They seem disinclined to cross it. Robin now sweeps it in, and it's a header down by Muller, saved by Cech.
Well, there you go. You get a cross in, you have an effort at goal. It's quite simple.
Cech with the clearance. Drogba cleverly pushed Timashuk, but didn't get the ball. And it's a good pass by Schweinsteiger to Robin on the far side. The game's really stretched now. Deep into it. 8 minutes of the regular 90 to go. Can Ribery get it back? It's just to the edge of the penalty. There's the cross in towards Gomez. Muller with the header down. In off the underside of the crossbar. And with 8 minutes left for play, Muller has headed Bayern Munich in front. It's been coming. They deserve it. Bayern Munich 1, Chelsea 0.
Well, you know what? It was almost a carbon copy of the cross some probably 90 seconds ago when Muller came in from the right-hand side and got in front or above Ashley Cole. This time he just got in front of him, headed it down, and Cech was absolutely helpless. There's nothing he could do about it. But we kept saying, why don't they cross? Now you know why.
No, we don't know why, because they've actually threatened more when they've crossed the ball in early. The number of times we've seen Robin and Ribery run towards the penalty area, declining to cross it, and the last two occasions they've done it, they've threatened and now they've scored.
Have you seen what happened as well? Gomez backed onto Ashley Cole, hindered him jumping. Well, he couldn't jump, so Muller had a free header at the far post.
Thomas Muller would not have played, or certainly would not have started this final but for suspensions. But he scored. It's his second Champions League goal of the campaign. It might be the only goal of the final. Ball played forward towards Drogba. Drogba fouls the defender, and it's a free kick to Bayern Munich. And we're going to get Fernando Torres on for Kalou. Asking a lot, isn't it now? I wonder will he play on the right side, where the suspicion was last night that he might play. That's where he's going.
Yeah, it looks like it.
He's not going up alongside Drogba. Steve Bruce, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think you've got to make sure that you put Torres up the top end of the pitch, and you've got to go for it now with 6-7 minutes to go. Put him up through the middle, so where he's going to be quite comfortable, and maybe he's going to spark a chance. Let's hope he goes and plays there.
Oh, that's a good header by Muller, finding Robin into the penalty area. Robin should. Oh, if he hit it more forcefully, it might have beaten Cech, but Cech saves.
There's a half time. I'm with Steve. You may as well lose 2-0 trying to get a 1-1 draw, mightn't you?
Well, Torres has gone in now, and Drogba's header on just ahead of the Spaniard. and it's behind for a goal kick. Well, unfortunately, that number for 606 might be more relevant sooner than later. 0500 909 693. I don't think Czech had any chance of the goal.
No,
really don't.
No, but it is. It's Gomez and Ashley Cole sort of ran into each other, and Ashley Cole had to come in and try and mark him. It just left Muller with a free header, but he did the right thing, which was head it down from that angle.
5 minutes left for play here on 5 Live, the World Service and BBC London. Can Chelsea get back into this final, or will Bayern Munich score again? It's with Robin. Louise comes across. Robin holds him off, and then Louise just hacks at his ankles. He's going to be booked, and rightly so. Now, what is Ribery doing? Ribery's going over to complain to Louise. It's none of his business.
No.
He's run 40 yards to complain.
Nah, go away, little boy. Go away. Nothing to do with you. Robin's making the most of it as well.
No, that's not like Arjen Robin to make the most of it. Well, he's on his feet. That's another booking for Chelsea. Unfortunately, it's the scoreline that counts most. It's 1-0 to Bayern Munich, and Bayern are going to make a change. Van Buiten is coming on, and Muller, the goal scorer, is coming off, and that's a clear defensive change by Jupp Heynckes.
I just sew the game up. Why not?
Well, it's a glory moment for Thomas Muller. Muller takes the applause of 2/3 of this stadium. That's how heavily Bayern fans outnumber Chelsea supporters inside the Allianz Arena, and they're 4 minutes away from their 5th European Cup / Champions League triumph. They've got a free kick.
Yeah, I think Van Buiten will just go sit central midfield, and then he might even try and take Drogba from the long balls pumped forward, and Timashik and the other guy will just drop off.
Robin in now to Kroos, wide to Robin again, and now Ribery takes it up. Ribery gets past Ashley Cole. Ribery should have that ball across the goal line. That should have been a goal kick. Look at the extra assist in there.
No,
he's all of a yard away.
No, they're not allowed to move. Have you not heard? No, seriously, they're not.
They just wear the uniforms.
You're not even allowed to pick your nose or scratch your ear.
Absolutely ridiculous. Well, I wonder what their match fee is for this. He ain't done anything and missed that. 3 minutes to go before whatever time will be added on for stoppages and substitutions. Ball's out of play on the far side of the field. It's a Chelsea throw-in. They can't get Torres, the substitute, into the action at the moment. Bayern Munich lead Chelsea 1-0, and it has to be said, Mark, they deserve it. They've been the better team.
There's no argument.
Mata onto Torres on the far side of the field. Torres faced by Contento. Torres goes down right in front of the assistant, and that was a dive, but he's got a corner, has he?
Yes. Don't take it. Get in the box. What are you doing?
What? Come on, Fernando. You get into the penalty area. Leave Mata to take the corner. Right, Louise is up there. So too is Cahill.
First corner.
2.5 minutes to go. Chelsea's first corner of the game. That's a remarkable statistic. Mata has to wait. There's some pushing inside the penalty area. Bayern just want to close out affairs here inside their own stadium. Mata left foot into the near post. Drogba with a header. It's 1-1. Brilliant header by Didier Drogba. Fantastic effort, and we're heading for extra time.
Told you'd get a chance. Brilliant header. Absolutely brilliant. It was almost past Neuer in the Munich goal before he got a hand to it. He just couldn't prevent it going in. Great header.
Call us to 606. Just hang fire for a moment. Just hang fire. 0500 909 693. What a great header from Drogba.
He made up some ground, Alan, as well.
Goodness gracious. It's probably his final game for Chelsea, and he scores his 34th Champions League goal. It was unstoppable.
I just wonder if Bayern had somebody on the post, whether he would naturally have come out and headed that away.
And now Mike Ingham takes affairs into his own hands by telling a clock in the front to sit down. He's out with his camera, you know. Goodness gracious. We've got a minute to go before out of time, and it's 1-1. Well done, Chelsea.
Well, the other thing as well, Alan, don't forget, Munich made the change to close the game up. So they've now got Van Buiten in there in central midfield.
Yeah, and he's got his goal scorer.
In fact, he's dropped back in, is he?
Wow, this is really... Timashuk
got into midfield.
He's more of a midfield player.
He's gone into midfield, yeah. Van Buiten's dropped in there.
Ribery gives the ball away to Torres. Can Chelsea possibly find a winner? It's hitting the direction of Drogba. Drogba takes the ball on his right thigh, but unfortunately Lam was there to help out Van Boyten. Van Boyten now finds Boateng. I don't know to Timashuk.
I wonder if any Chelsea punters left.
I hope not. I hope not. Lam's on the halfway line. Surely it's extra time now. But after what happened at the Etihad the other Sunday, anything is possible.
Yeah. So Chelsea score from the first corner of the game.
Robin onto Lam. Lam flicks it to the right side in Cruz. Bayern on the attack. Cruz, edge of the Chelsea penalty here, takes the cross in. Luiz heads it up. Ribery heads it down, and Luiz smashes it upfield. Good control by Boateng. We've got 3 minutes of added time. It's 1-1, and here's Robin into the Chelsea penalty area. Shoots, takes a deflection, and launches away towards the corner.
A little half chance that was, and yet again another good block by one of the Chelsea defenders.
Don't you just love the drama? Cruz to take the corner for Bayern Munich. Stung by Drogba's equaliser. Cruz from the right plays it in deep. It was actually Schweinsteiger who ran to meet the header, but the ball cleared to Torres. Torres was fouled there, and it's a free kick to Chelsea.
Yeah, he's just taken out, wasn't it? That's why you just love the game, though, isn't it? Just when you think it's over.
I did. I just didn't see Chelsea getting back into
just
it.
Just had this feeling Drogba will get a chance. I think he's written.
Well, and didn't he take it brilliantly? Didn't he take it brilliantly? The man for the occasion, Didier Drogba.
Yeah.
He always is. 2 minutes of added time remaining before we're into 30 minutes of extra time. Czech's free kick to Mikel, who with Lampard has been immense. Forward it goes to Torres. Torres chests it back to Basingwa. Drogba waits for the cross, played in towards Drogba, cleared by Van Boyten. Van Boyten then holds his face as if he got a smack from Didier Drogba. It's out of play, it's going to be a Chelsea throw-in.
I think he did accidental there.
Come on, Chelsea, are we asking too much to get a winner? 90 seconds of added time remaining. Basingwa with the throw-in. It goes short to Torres. Torres tried to get it past Ribery, didn't, and it should be cleared now by Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger running upfield, runs into Mikel. Mikel crosses in towards Drogba. Neuer decides to punch and punches well. Cole heads it back. Here's Mata. Mata with a minute to go in Munich. 1 goal each. Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Lampard has the ball for Chelsea. Back to Mikel. Mata again. Lampard's rarely in a forward position in this final. He's up on the edge of the penalty. Drogba trying to lay the ball back to Mata, but it's slashed away to safety by Neuer up over the halfway line. Czech is there. 40 seconds of added time remaining. Czech to Cahill. Bayern are worried about conceding a winner. Well, you can tell from their body language.
Alan, you may as well lump it up forward here. You never know.
Cahill to Mikel. 25 seconds of added time remaining. Drogba just wants it played in his direction. It goes to Torres. Torres back to Basingwa. Basingwa now thinks about Drogba. Plays it in toward Didier Drogba, who chests it back brilliantly to Mata. On to Drogba again. Good header by Drogba to Luiz. Luiz steps inside Robin. One last chance for Chelsea. One last attack from the London side. Cole into Lampard. Mata's available. Mata steps away from one player. Free to by Ribery. Free kick to Chelsea. 30 yards from goal. Not even 30 yards from goal. 25 yards from goal. Give it to Frank.
Question is who takes this now.
Lampard wants it, but Drogba's taken it off him.
Well, Drogba hasn't taken one, has he? Mata took the one in the first half, so it's obviously his turn. Crikey, what a story that'd be if he smashes this in the top.
We've had our 3 minutes of added time. This is extra added time being added on by the Portuguese referee. I think the best Bayern can hope for now is extra time. But Chelsea can search for a dramatic winner. After the free kick, there'll be no time left. Right, it's pushed away a bit further away from the penalty area. Mata moves clear. It will be left to Didier Drogba. Score of the headed equaliser as time ran out for Chelsea here in Munich. Drogba standing close to the ball. He'll back off very shortly. Just 3 or 4 paces. And Neuer, beware. Drogba, not much of a run-up at all. Here he comes and shoots wildly over the crossbar. What a letdown.
That's it. And
it's full time and we've got 30 minutes of extra time. My goodness. Mark.
Well, that's unbelievable, and when you consider how late through Muller that Bayern scored, they then made the change to shore the game up, and from Chelsea's first and only corner by that stage of the game, a great run and leap by Drogba, unstoppable header. Chelsea very much back in this game now.
Don't forget, there will be a 606 eventually, but we have got extra time here in Munich and possibly penalties. At the end of 90 minutes it's finished Bayern Munich 1, Chelsea 1.
Jupp Heynckes, the Bayern Munich coach, said in his press conference yesterday he expected a storm of a drama. Well, eventually we got one, and we go back to the way the team started, with Bayern Munich playing from right to left for this first period of extra time. I don't think Chelsea really wanted that final whistle, because they definitely had the momentum with them. Two headers then, 83 minutes Muller, 88 minutes Drogba. Drogba, of course, who disgraced himself the last time he played in a Champions League final, being sent off in Moscow against Manchester United. So away we go. Van Boyten, who's come on, by the way, does carry a goal threat himself if he goes down the other end with free kicks and stuff, but it's Bayern Munich going forward straight away, and Lahm plays it down this near side to Contento. So we're into extra time, 30 minutes of extra time in Munich at 1-1. Torres a bit late with the challenge on Ribery, and Ribery throws himself down theatrically and wins the free kick, and Bayern Munich just nudge it off from Schweinsteiger to Contento, and Schweinsteiger at walking pace now, trying to win a free kick, but Chelsea have it, and a little shimmy from Torres, and he goes into the Bayern Munich half. Cross-come defenders. Torres needs support in the penalty area. Torres is in the penalty area, goes down under the challenge from Boateng, gets back up on his feet again, and Bayern haven't cleared, and Lampard's shot hits defender. Bayern were all over the place there. Great work initially by Torres. Chelsea once more. Lampard in midfield, back to Cole, and now Mata really does well to control that, and it's opening up down the right hand side for Basingwa. Basingwa's ball in is too near Boateng, but it drops to Mata. Mata's shot is charged down, headed away by Lahm. Still a chance for Chelsea. Back into midfield with Mikel, and Bayern Munich absolutely shell-shocked at the moment, but it's still 1-1, and Chelsea have the ball almost back on the halfway line, but they must know the signs are there that if they can go forward they can win this cup. It's Gary Cahill at the back now, finding Mikel at Chelsea on the halfway line. Mikel to Drogba, who hit it far too quickly, back to Boateng, but Chelsea are getting much more of the possession now. Basingwa in field to the excellent Mikel, back again to Basingwa. They're all pointing and helping each other, and he finds Luiz now in plenty of space. Luiz onto Lampard on the halfway line. Mata and Lampard together. Torres and Drogba wait in hope. Luiz now shuffles forward. Luiz brings the ball to the halfway line and then lifts it down the left-hand side. Oh, that's poor. That's too high for Cole.
Well, they virtually had the ball, Mike, for however long we started in extra time. Certainly, we said before that very much that, you know, the flow is with Chelsea, and it started that way second half.
Bayern Munich have to lift themselves again, but of course they have great resilience, this German side, and it's now Ribery near side, the Bayern Munich left. Ribery coming forward. Players waiting to be given the ball. Timashuk now finding Contento, and now it's back with Toni Kroos once more, edge of the area. Kroos' shot is charged down by Lampard. Chelsea haven't cleared it though yet. It's Contento once more. Chelsea have to defend well here. Ribery, Ribery's won a penalty. Drogba's has he? Yeah, Drogba's got the yellow as well, and it was Drogba's foul, of course, was it, in Barcelona, I think, on that brought the penalty for Messi, and of course Messi missed it. But here's Arjen Robben against his former club.
He clipped his right leg just as he's gone to play the ball. Ribery,
yeah,
Drogba's caught him. There's no argument, Mike, whatsoever.
Just when Chelsea seem to have unlimited possibilities in the game, Bayern Munich have won themselves a penalty. All the Chelsea fans are behind Petr Cech's goal, and Robben is bouncing the ball, trying to calm himself down.
Could this be for Chelsea another Messi moment?
Well, Robben 5 years ago today played his last game for Chelsea. He was in the FA Cup final against Manchester United. Ribery still receiving attention, and actually this is not helping his own player, because Robben is having to wait.
No, it's not, but he is obviously injured. He's won his penalty. You get up if you weren't.
The force, the momentum of the game was with Chelsea. Bayern Munich were going to have to lift themselves up. They thought they'd done enough. They thought that Muller's goal was going to carry them through. There's been some delay here for the injury to Frank Ribery, who's been taken off the field. Mikel is holding the ball and it seems reluctant to give it to Arjen Robben.
Wouldn't you be?
But now here comes the Dutchman, who had some good times at Chelsea under Jose Mourinho, but now he could break their hearts. He could break Roman Abramovich's hearts. Here we go with Arjen Robben. Is he going to bite the hand here that used to feed him? Arjen Robben against Petr Cech. Robben, saved by Cech, the ball comes out again and Robben can't follow it up, and Cech holds on and Bayern missed their moment, and it was a messy moment again.
That's a good save, not a particularly good penalty, but listen, it's a great save. If you keep it out, it doesn't matter.
But now Chelsea have to focus once more because Robben has the ball down the right-hand side and Ashley Cole has to be careful, and Arjen Robben hits it over the bar into the Chelsea fans. And Bayern's night of frustration continues. It's still 1-1 in extra time.
Yeah, it was actually a poor penalty, Matt, and it seemed for a split second when the ball came back off Petr Cech that Robben might just get a second bite at the cherry, but he was up just quick enough to claim the ball.
I think also Chelsea will be relieved that the penalty wasn't at the other end as well, because all the Bayern fans there would have tried to suck that ball into the back of the net, and if we go to penalties it'll be interesting to see, of course, at which end the penalties will be taken. But we are having the drama now in this Champions League final. Robben has missed his penalty. Robben now looking for Gomez, who throws himself down looking for the free kick. Remember, Didier Drogba got a yellow card for bringing down Ribery, and
make a change, Bayern.
Ribery's off, by the way. We'd almost forgotten about Ribery.
Olic is coming on, I think.
Olic is coming on, the man, of course, who's done well in the past against England, playing for Croatia. I must bring Steve Bruce in. Sorry, Steve, we've in all the drama. Tell us your latest.
Wow, it's just incredible drama, isn't it? I mean, and I'm sitting next to Mark here, and he says I don't fancy him. Chelsea's name's on the cup, so what we've just witnessed, is it their night? I mean, they were just, for the first time in the whole night there, just leading to the penalty, they were a little bit in control. They had good possession, and you know, is it written in the sky that it's Chelsea's night?
It's a free kick to Bayern Munich, and they just tapped it back to Kroos. So just to confirm that Olic is going to play on the left-hand side in place of Ribery. Robben is desperate now to redeem himself. The ball is with his captain Lahm over on the right-hand side. Van Buiten's gone into the penalty area. He can be dangerous, and Van Buiten was there. It was a great block from Luis. Still dangerous. Lampard heads the ball out for a corner kick.
Yeah, well done, David Luiz. Stood his ground.
Bayern have been stung though by that penalty miss. It seems to be driving them on a bit here. 1-1. So here's a corner for Bayern. Van Buiten, who's come on, can be dangerous, but it's headed away at the near post by Frank Lampard. Lahm will collect, and Lahm this time ignores Robben and floats the ball into the penalty area towards Gomez. It was a great clearance by Cahill. Torres tries to lift the ball over Timashuk, but then hits it straight to Boateng, and Bayern Munich getting back into the game again. Schweinsteiger and Timashuk together, and now Boateng. It's 1-1 here in this Champions League final in extra time. Robben's missed a penalty. 5 Live, BBC London 94.9 and the World Service, and away goes Robben again down that right hand side up against Ashley Cole. Lampard finds Gomez. Mikel came in, and Cech will fall on the ball once more before Robben can pounce, and Cech holds on once more.
Yeah, and what's happened since Bertrand's gone off, Mike, is that Robben all of a sudden has got a little 10 yards to run at Ashley Cole and cause 1 or 2 problems. Probably something Chelsea might have to do something about.
Some movement down there on the bench. We think Chelsea are going to make a change, and Paulo Ferreira, I think, the camera in the way down there. Ferreira is coming on. I rather thought that he might have a part to play here this evening. He's the only player in this Chelsea side who played in a winning Champions League side with Porto. Now it's Olic for the first time. Olic, who's come on for the injured Ribery, and now Van Buiten, and it's brighter now from Bayern Munich, but they've been pegged back here and they've missed a chance to go in front. It's Timashuk once more in the centre circle, plays the ball near side for Contento. Olic makes a run, Contento holds it. Chelsea players filter back once more. Basing was there against Olic, who got a little nudge as well, Basingwa, and the referee, who's had a very good game, gives the free kick to Chelsea.
Yeah, quite clever actually from There's a penalty again, look.
I just
wasn't
wondered,
a
Mark,
particularly good penalty.
sometimes, I mean, there was a big delay, wasn't there, before Robin took the penalty? I mean, no, you don't think so?
No, there was, yeah, but players of this class, you just should score penalties, end of.
And he normally does. He's normally pretty reliable, Arjen Robin. Now it's Olic, no, it's not Olic, because Basingwa shows good control, the right back. Played the ball, the referee does well there, opens his legs, Lampard has it. And now it's Florian Malouda of Chelsea seeking out Drogba down the far side. I don't think he's going to get very far here against Van Boyten. Has to be careful, Drogba has to rein it in a little bit here, screaming at the referee. He's on a yellow card. Just keep it all together here for Chelsea. It could still be their night, very much so. 9, nearly 10 minutes gone in the second half. Bayern Munich 1, Chelsea 1. Barcelona were the better side in Barcelona, but it didn't matter. Messi missed a penalty, Robin's missed a penalty here. The ball is with Neuer in Bayern's goal. Hits the ball down the centre towards Gomez. Lewis against Gomez, and Lewis was clever there. Just made sure that he was physically there and made sure Gomez couldn't get the better of him, and Chelsea bring the ball out. Mikel, who's really patrolled that midfield area well tonight for Chelsea. Chelsea still have to be very, very careful. Mikel, at the moment in the centre-half position, finds Lampard. Chelsea fans making a noise once more. Delirious as Cech fell on that penalty from Robin, and Cech finds Ashley Cole, who looked very tired at the end of the 90 minutes. Cole into Lampard. Now can Chelsea respond again? Lampard into Gary Cahill. We had a headed goal from Muller for Bayern, 83 minutes. 5 minutes later, Drogba with a header from a corner. Chelsea's first corner of the game. 1-1. And since then a Robin missed penalty. Chelsea just keeping the ball, and then Lewis gives it away. Oh, he hit that straight into the Bayern Munich defence. And here comes Timoshuk now, but well scrambled away by Lampard. Mata, he's got Torres ahead of him. Mata plays it down the right-hand side. He was fouled off the ball afterwards by Timoshuk. The referee's played advantage. Torres going forward, and still Torres going forward, and still Torres. Oh, in the end, he just hit it ahead of himself and too wide.
I think Drogba sort of ran in his path a little bit. You know, he thought for a moment he was going to be in the way, and he just had a heavy touch at the end when he sort of wriggled through, hadn't he?
3.5 minutes left of added time in this first period of added time. Getting ever closer to a possible penalty shootout here. Remember what happened to Chelsea 4 years ago, and Bayern Munich 100% record in penalties. Now Robin's header on, looking for Olic. Olic back again towards Robin. Ashley Cole has to be careful on the edge of the area. Good quick feet there from the fullback. And Chelsea looking to clear. Oh, but the Basingwa's pass towards Torres had made a run and it's gone behind him. And Contento now finds Kroos for Bayern Munich. Kroos looking for Olic, cleared by Basingwa. It's a bit loose and it's a bit scrappy at the moment. Torres now, if the ball will come down for him. Boateng's leaping all over him, and then he fouls him. And Torres wins the free kick and needs to just take it. Oh, he's taken it quickly. Finds Lampard. Lampard going around Schweinsteiger. Mata trying to control this. Handball on the ground there by Robin, clearly, as Mata tried to threaten. And that should be a yellow card for him.
It should be, but I don't think it is.
Well, he hasn't produced it yet, but I mean, where's the consistency? Anyway, he hasn't shown him a yellow card. He showed one to Schweinsteiger in the first 2 minutes of the game. Well, anyway, can Chelsea punish that handball now from Arjen Robin, just to round off his night? Nearly 13 minutes gone in the second half, and we've got Mata and Lampard together. Mikel backs away. Torres is on the right edge of the area. Drogba's down the centre. Gary Cahill has gone forward. Scored some important goals over the years. Mata now plants the ball towards Torres. Torres brings it down on the edge of the penalty area. Still possibilities here. Oh, nice play from Torres. Torres ball in towards Drogba, headed away brilliantly by Lahm to the far side.
He looked as though he wasn't just quite going to get that touch on it, Lahm. He just stretched a little bit.
Lampard following the Chelsea throw, works the ball in towards Drogba. Schweinsteiger's there, and now it's a counter-attack from Bayern Munich, but there are lots of blue shirts back already waiting. Kroos finding Lahm, the outstanding Lahm, the right back, onto Robin on the halfway line. Robin gives it to Kroos. Gomez strolls towards the penalty area. Kroos played the ball in behind Arjen Robin, and Chelsea will tidy up once more.
Look a bit leggy, mate.
Long ball downfield looking for Drogba, who'll try and go in between the two centre-backs, who are now Van Boyten and Boateng, but Boateng was quick and alive.
the destructive players, i.e. the ones who can take people on for Bayern Munich, just look a little bit leggy at the moment.
14 minutes gone in this, and they give the ball away. And of course, last week they had that sort of dramatic German Cup final, losing 5-2 to Borussia Dortmund, who've eclipsed them all season domestically. This Champions League is still there for Chelsea, but they're running out of time at the end of the first period of extra time. It's Malouda now of Chelsea, hasn't had too many moments. Malouda to Cole, trying to return it to Malouda. Van Boyten, who's been out for a very long time with injury, gets the ball inside the penalty area, and Bayern Munich now play a good ball up to Kroos, but in comes a great challenge from Lampard. Fantastic work there from the Chelsea captain. Malouda now. Malouda gives the ball back to Luis. We've just seconds left at the end of this first period of extra time, the most dramatic moment when Robin missed a penalty. Mikel's long ball over the top, but Drogba's going to be flagged offside, and that's a free kick to Bayern Munich.
Well, so Boateng's fortunate because he wasn't quite sure. He was the last man. He was caught for a split second.
1 minute of added time at the end of this first 15 minutes of extra time. A chance maybe for Bayern. Ulic, one of their substitutes. Ulic going towards the dead ball line, then he just checks, and still Ulic. Chelsea try and get players back. Ulic feeds the ball into midfield to Schweinsteiger. Ulic again, nice little turn on the ball, back to Schweinsteiger. The ball is with Kroos. Kroos looking for a 1-2 with Gomez. Chelsea have it, maybe Chelsea will have a chance. Right at the end, no, Lampard's been crowded out, and he can't find Drogba, and Contento lifts the ball forward to Ulic once more. We've got about 25 seconds of added time at the end of the first period of extra time. Contento wide on the left. Shimachuk is screaming for it. Still Bayern Munich trying to win a corner kick here. Oh, and the referee's given
Foul by Lampard, I think.
Foul, a free kick right at the end of this will be the last kick of the first period of extra time. And again, Van Boyten is potentially a danger man here for Chelsea. Scored many goals for his country and his clubs. So Boateng and Van Boyten together. This free kick will be taken by Kroos. So it's Chelsea's turn now just to hang on at the end of this first period. Kroos with a free kick for Bayern Munich. It's played very deep towards Robin, and Drogba cuts it out on the volley, and that'll be the end of the first period of extra time. So 1-1 at the end of the 90 minutes. 2 minutes from time, Drogba equalising, and then in this first period of extra time, just when Chelsea seemed to have the initiative, Robin's penalty, but it was missed. And now through to the end of extra time, Alan Green.
How on earth do we cope with this? Mike and myself have watched so many dramatic games this season. The referee's very anxious, of course, to get them
and everyone
the
wants
second
to take
period, and they want to have a break. They want to have a drink.
Right too.
I mean, are you under time pressure, referee? Well, I'm sure he is to a degree, but the whole, not just the whole of Europe, the whole of the world will be captured by this dramatic conclusion to the 2012 Champions League final. By the way, there may be penalties, of course, but at the moment we're anticipating 6:06 to start at 10:30 and run for an hour. 0500 909 693. If I've got any voice left, that is. Well, who would blame the players for wanting to have some liquid? Who do you fancy? Who do you fancy?
This is going to pens.
Is it? Yeah, I've got that feeling too.
I said to you, I thought the keeper would serve it.
Yeah, absolutely. You turned to me and you thought save. You said save.
Didn't fancy Robin at all.
Well, Robin,
I tell you, be jumping out the seat watching this when Robin missed. Jose Mourinho. He'd have been absolutely delighted, by the way.
Right, finally, the players appear to be ready. It's nearly 11 o'clock in the evening here in Munich. 10 o'clock for those listening on 5 Live in BBC London. Heaven only knows what time it is if you're listening to the World Service.
94.9 or 94.5?
94.9.
Okay.
Now Chelsea are attacking the end behind which their fans are gathered. They are heavily outnumbered here in the Allianz Arena in Munich, but boy did they celebrate Drogba's headed equaliser close to the end of 90 minutes. Drogba and Torres between them, two fantastic strikers. Can they prize a winner here on the home of Bayern Munich? The final 15 minutes is underway, and Basingwa hits it upfield towards Drogba. Drogba heads it on. Van Boyten shaped as if he had hurt himself there. I think he's okay, and it's cleared by Lam, the Munich captain, up towards the halfway line. But Gomez has hardly been in it really for the last half an hour.
No.
Hardly noticed him. Here's Mikel, who's been immense. Back to Cahill. Cahill to Torres. And Basingwa on the far side of the field. Into Torres. Torres tackled though, loses the ball to Cruz. The challenge was by Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger takes it up. Plays it to the left to Olic. Olic is fresh, of course. Substitute for Bayern Munich. Back to Schweinsteiger. They look tired, don't they?
They look like, I said to Mike, the sort of end of the first extra time period.
Timashuk to Robin. Down the right side. Back to Lam. On to Robin again. Declines to get the cross in early. Might play it in early now. No, he doesn't. Delayed. And finally when he flicked it towards the penalty area, took a deflection, and Chelsea clear it upfield. And Van Boyten and Boateng almost confuse each other, but Van Boyten has the ball. And onto the far side, and Contento leaving it to Schweinsteiger. And the Bayern fans have found their voices again. It's to Olic. Olic looks quick. Basingwa's across there, trying to impede his progress. Olic has made progress, 30 yards towards the goal line, and he crosses it, hits Basingwa, and it's behind for a corner. Though Basingwa protests.
And they're all up, Alan. The big guns are up. Boateng's up. Van Buiten's up.
13 minutes of extra time remaining. Corner to Bayern Munich. Kroos to take it. Gomez runs towards the near post. Van Boyten is there with him. Van Boyten jumped, didn't get much of his head onto the ball, and it's out of the penalty area, at least temporarily. Cross back to Robin. Robin now to Boateng. Boateng on his right foot shoots, and it's blocked by the right foot of Basingwa. And here it is again with Bayern Munich. The cross into the penalty. A good header away by Luis. Falls to Robin. Robin plays it back to the captain, Lam. Lam scurries forward. There's a Chelsea player down injured. The cross into the penalty. Here's a chance. Oh, it's hit wide by Olic. I think he was trying to set up Gomez.
He was trying to set up Gomez, because just by his gesticulation, he's trying to say, I was knocking that back for you, to Gomez, who's run away now. Great ball from Lam. Absolutely brilliant ball, far post. What a chance that is.
Why didn't he just shoot at goal?
Well, in all honesty, if he gets a pass right, Alan, I think it's a tap-in for Gomez. He probably, if you look at the angle, it was probably a bit tight for him, which is why he made a decision.
It was a glorious cross from Philipp Lahm.
Yeah, that's just a nice layoff for Gomez.
Gomez almost tripped over his own feet. Drogba had gone down injured and may need further treatment on the far side of the field. We'll see. Drogba's gone to the far touchline. They need him on the pitch. How many minutes to go? 12 minutes to go here on 5 Live, BBC London and the World Service on the BBC. Here's Basingwa. Drogba's fit again. Basingwa running back towards his own penalty area. Slides it back to Cech, who saved Robin's penalty. And Czech's clearance goes straight out of play on the far side of the field. Olic with the throw-in to Schweinsteiger. Back to Olic, and Olic runs away far too easily from Torres. Takes on Basingwa, gets past him, and across came Cahill, who's fouled by Olic. And the referee's given a throw-in. I think that should be a free kick for Chelsea.
He just took him out.
Throw-in is already taken to Olic, who's contributed an awful lot more than Ribery did in his few minutes on the pitch.
Well, he's just been very direct, hasn't he?
Throw-in once more to Bayern Munich, 10 yards from the corner flag on the far side. Thrown back to Kroos. Kroos hits it cross-field. Robin controls it on his left foot. He's about 30 yards from goal. Timashuk's available. It goes to the Ukrainian. And now wide right again to Lam. 11 minutes to go. And if there's no other goal, we're going to have penalties. Robin, who missed his penalty, or rather it was saved, but it was a wretched strike from Arjen Robben. Robin again to Lam, and back it goes to Van Boyten inside the Munich half. Chelsea supporters are noisy. I think they need to be noisy to help carry their side through these 11 remaining minutes. For the most part, Chelsea have been on the back foot in the game. They should be more wary than Bayern Munich. Here's Robin, faced by two defenders, Malouda and Cole. Robin beats Cole, slides it back. Lam, edge of the penalty, crosses in low. Gomez can't control it. Thankfully, and Mikel hits it away to Mata. Mata's lay off to Torres. Torres should have got there, didn't get there. Ball breaks to Olic. Olic, left edge of the penalty area, crosses into the box. It took a deflection, I think, off a Chelsea player.
It was Torres, Alan.
And it was saved by Cech.
Torres, after making the mistake, actually got something on it by running back and making amends.
Far too casual. 10 minutes left for play. The ball is with Petr Cech. Bayern's last triumph, I saw when they beat Valencia, that was on penalties in 2001. Of course, since then they've lost to Inter Milan in regular time 2 years ago. It's head outfield, great control by Drogba into the penalty area, surrounded by red shirts. Ball breaks back to Torres. Torres can't get past. That was Schweinsteiger, and Schweinsteiger keeps it in play. That was well done, Schweinsteiger. Finding Kroos, close over the halfway line. Bosingwa looks very heavy-legged on the far side. On it goes to Olic. Olic should have crossed first time, didn't cross first time. Only Gomez was inside the Chelsea penalty area. Perhaps that's why he didn't. It's back to Kroos. And now Schweinsteiger, 30 yards from goal. On to Lam. Bayern Munich continue to press. Now Robben once more. Robben, couple of yards outside the penalty, into Lam. Lam pulls it back. Gomez should have turned it in. Hit a Chelsea player, and Luis smashes it behind for a corner.
Gary Cahill, Alan, who's probably got cramp, I would suggest, did brilliantly because he put Gomez under immense pressure, and then the ball came across and Luis dealt with it. I thought for a split second it might have hit him on the arm. He obviously didn't, but Gary Cahill did fantastically.
And so too did Luis.
Yeah.
You see this clown in the front, a couple of yards in front.
You know what they're doing now?
He's standing up and looking at our monitor. Yeah. Switch it off, and then he won't be able to see.
Okay, Dad.
Cahill's okay.
Cramp.
But it's definitely cramp. He's not giving up. Nor should he. Chelsea.
Is he having to go off? He's trying to make him go off.
Oh, surely not.
He is.
Oh, he is. 8 minutes to go. Chelsea facing a Bayern corner, and Cahill forced to go off the pitch. Hope that's not costly. Robben's going to take the corner from the right side, playing it in left-footed. Watch out for Van Boyten. Here comes Robben, playing it in, deliberately deep. Torres rushes towards the edge of the penalty area and heads it out of play, and Cahill surely must be allowed back on.
Yeah, he's on.
Finally, back on. Throw into Bayern Munich on the far side of the field. 7.5 minutes to go. We're halfway through the second period of extra time. Bayern Munich 1, Chelsea 1. Lam for Bayern Munich. On to Robben. Robben again moves in towards the edge of the penalty area. Still going Robben. Robben shoots wildly wide. How often has he done that tonight?
Quite a few times, but you can see it's a desperation attempt insofar as to make up for the missed penalty. But
well, try crossing the ball in towards Gomez.
Yeah, but on every single occasion when he's cut inside, he's miscued every single shot, apart from one probably in the whole game.
7 minutes.
Cahill's moving okay, I think, a bit gingerly, but
thankfully. I mean, it's remarkable that Luis and Cahill are going to make it through 120 minutes. Here's Mata. Mata caught in possession, and it's taken up by Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger with Olic rushing down the left side. The pass was poor. Bosingwa intercepted. Bosingwa does well. Finds Mikel. Mikel back to Cahill. Cahill probably didn't welcome that pass. But on to Luis. Don't give me the ball. I'm cramped, for goodness sake.
You always get it. It's like a cricketer who drops a catch. The next one comes to him, doesn't it?
Here's Cole up to the halfway line and crossing into Munich territory. Foul tackled by Kroos. Free kick to Chelsea. Malouda plays it back to Luis. Don't give it to Cahill. That's with Mikel inside the centre circle. We're going to have another change shortly. It has to be a Bayern change because Chelsea have...
Ferreira, I think, out.
Ferreira's coming on. Chelsea can make one further substitution. Maybe he's worried about Cahill.
Well, drop Bosingwa in there.
Anyway, we've got a free kick to Bayern Munich. 6 minutes to go. Roberto Di Matteo out in the technical area. How ironic. The caretaker manager might lead Chelsea to triumph in the Champions League final on what might be his last game. Yeah. Ball's on the halfway line. Lam. Back to Kroos. On to Lam again. Into Robben. Robben midway inside the half. Finds... It was Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger well tackled by Torres, but look how deep Torres is now. Only Drogba left upfield for Chelsea. Still over 5 minutes to go in extra time. Kroos to Lam. Lamb into Robin now. Robin approaching the penalty area to Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger foul tackled.
Lazy from Mikel, wasn't it?
Goodness,
Lazy.
don't give
Lazy
those away.
challenge.
Don't do it. Free kick. Hopefully too far out for Robin to score from. But up from the back, Van Buiten and Boateng and Gomez.
And Petr Cech saying he's trying to push his players as far forward as he possibly can.
Robin's going to take this free kick. Lamb's nearby. Well, they've plenty of aerial targets inside the Chelsea penalty area. Chelsea, come on, defend stoutly. Less than 5 minutes to go. Robin waits, the referee's happy. Robin still waits. Is he going to get on with it finally? Finally he does, and he flicks it in too deep, straight into the arms of Cech. Woeful free kick.
Yeah, absolute waste.
Well, we talked about robbery, that's Ribery and Robin before the game. Actually, they haven't contributed a great deal. On the far side of the field, it's with Bosingwa. Bosingwa then retreats, goes back to the halfway line, plays it to Cahill, on to Luis.
The ball can't go out for Ferreira to get on.
Well, they don't want to knock it out of play unnecessarily, but they've lost the ball. Actually, it's a free kick now, and here surely is the change.
Yeah, Van Buiten has gone down as well.
Oh, where is Ferreira? Can't see him now. Van Buiten's down, and what's Neuer doing? He rushes out of his penalty area.
He's getting the physios off. He's getting his own physios off. Say, don't come on.
3.5 minutes to go. Where is Ferreira? Why isn't he on? Free kick's already taken. Contento.
I just wonder, I wonder whether Cahill said, I'm fine, I'm absolutely fine, leave it.
Right, Schweinsteiger on to Timoshuk, back to Kroos inside the centre circle, and helped on towards this near side, the Bayern right in the remaining minutes of the 2012 Champions League final. Robin cuts in from the right side, doesn't find Gomez, cleared by a tired looking Luis. It bounces once before it clears the near touchline, and it's out of play for a throw into Bayern Munich. Well, we didn't think we were going to get a goal at any stage, and then suddenly Muller headed Bayern in front, and then we didn't think we were going to get an equaliser, but Drogba powered in a wonderful header from Chelsea's first corner of the game. I don't think either side's going to score now, so that's probably the signal for one of them to score.
Yeah, well listen, this is the replica of what happened when Avram Grant was sort of temper in charge, isn't it?
Here's Robin. Robin steps inside of Cole, then he's tackled, but the ball breaks back to Lamb. Lamb on to Robin. Robin again doesn't cross the ball, wants to walk it in, but he feeds it back. And here's Timoshuk shooting from long range, hits a Chelsea player, Mikel, rebounds to Torres. Torres was tackled there by Olic, and the ball breaks out of play, and it's going to be a throw into Chelsea. Torres was fortunate.
He was. He's not entirely comfortable in that right side in midfield role when he has to defend. It's a bit harum-scarum.
2 minutes to go, and the slow pace with which Basing was going to the far touchline to take this throw in makes me think Chelsea want penalties.
I bet the corporate punters never seen so many minutes of football.
They look at the watch and say, what is this?
Yeah,
I
this game by now.
Supposed to finish in 90 minutes. You know, there's a glass of champagne waiting for me.
30,000 on.
And some prawns. Chelsea's throw-in succeeded in moving them a bit closer to the halfway line. They've got another throw-in, a minute and a quarter to go. It's the Chelsea fans you hear singing at the moment. Mikel to Lampard, back to Cahill, and now Luis on to Cole. By the way, the shot we saw a short time ago, John Terry was in a tracksuit, yet earlier shots of him in the game had him wearing a suit. Terry is planning to go up to get the trophy if Chelsea win. Here they've got the ball on the near side of the field with Malouda. Left side for Chelsea, midway inside the Bayern half, inside the final minute of extra time. Back to Lampard. Lampard switches play to the far side, taken on the chest by Torres. Torres runs forward, he must be fresh. He's past Contento into the penalty area, and then he follows the Bayern defender, and it's a free kick.
He's going to get booked as well, look. He didn't think he'd fouled Contento, did he?
But he's running away knowing he's going to get booked.
Yeah, Drogba needs to stay away from the ref as well. Don't get sent off again.
Don't be doing that, Didier. Painful memory of Moscow should be enough for Didier Drogba. Still complaining to the referee, get away. It is unquestionably a free kick.
Good job you can't lip read in Spanish, by the way.
Well, I think he did foul the player. And we've had our 15 minutes, the allotted 15 minutes of the second period of extra time. I doubt if the referee will delay us much longer. We are heading for penalties. We are now going to penalties.
Wow, this is just a lottery element of the game, isn't it? Absolutely.
I would give Robin all 5 penalties for Bayern Munich. All 5 of them.
Yeah.
It's finished 1-1.
Well, you know, that's one thing from Chelsea's point of view. Mullers obviously can't take one, can he? I'm clutching at straws a little bit. You know what normally happens with Germans in terms of penalty shootouts, but Chelsea just need to be strong here.
We'll see. We'll see very shortly.
And the thing is, of course, is Lampard will take one, Torres will take one, Drogba will take one, Mata will take one, wouldn't he? You think?
Oh, yes, definitely.
You would hope.
And Robin's lying in his back now, and he's thinking, do I have to take one? We'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, I'll just give you a name, Harry Redknapp, because, you know, this penalty shootout is obviously all about Chelsea's search for the Champions League, but of course Chelsea are successful in this penalty shootout. Tottenham will not be in the Champions League next season. So I don't think I've ever seen an English team beat a German team on penalties. In Moscow, as the Chelsea players go into a huddle, you may remember Lampard, Ashley Cole and Kalou all scored from penalties. And in the semi-final, Bayern Munich against Real Madrid, Kroos and Lahm missed. Schweinsteiger and Gomez scored. But despite that, Lahm, having missed the penalty in Madrid, is going to lead from the front here. The Bayern Munich captain, and it is, as we've been saying, at the Bayern end, so he's getting absolute encouragement as Cech tries to make himself as big as possible in that Chelsea goal away to our right. Remember, Lahm did miss in the semi-final. Here he comes with Bayern's first penalty, and he tucks it away into the corner, and Bayern lead 1-0.
Yeah, I think it's always important that he scored the first one, Mike. Cech wasn't that far away from that, was he? Got a hand to it, a right hand. A little bit unfortunate, actually.
It's now one matter for Chelsea. Bayern have the lead, but it can be eradicated if Mata scores. Neuer, who saved from Ronaldo and from Kaká in the semi-final shootout against Real Madrid, hasn't had a great deal to do in the game. He's bouncing up and down in the line. Mata's going to hit it left-footed. Come on, Mata. There it goes. Oh, it's saved! It's saved. It was a poor penalty, and Neuer got his body to block it, and the advantage is with Bayern Munich.
Well, there's always an element of guesswork, Alan, isn't there? He just guessed right, Neuer, but no, it was going in some sort of 5 or 6 feet from the post. It's a poor penalty from Mata.
The worst possible start for Chelsea. Mario Gomez, 12 goals in the Champions League this season. Mr. Sitter here tonight in normal play. He did score a penalty in the semi-final. He's normally a very cool customer. He wants to get on with it. Cech is waiting, and here comes Gomez. And Gomez very calmly once more puts it into the same part of the net that Philip Lahm found as well. And Bayern have scored both of theirs.
It's probably the best penalty of the 3 so far, Mike. Low, keeper's left, no chance to save it.
I'm not sure many would have had David Luiz on the list to take a penalty.
I bet he scores, Alan.
I hope you're right. But here is the Brazilian, and Neuer is so animated. He's already saved once. He thinks Bayern are closing in on a 5th European Cup / Champions League. It's a mighty run-up for David Luiz to take it. Here he comes, shooting right-footed. Great penalty. Back to 2-1.
Just always fancied him. Oh, I just think he loves the limelight, loves the big occasion, the spotlight. Call it what you will. Great penalty.
But Chelsea now need a Bayern miss, really, because Bayern are rolling on here as they always do, these German sides. Nobody's stepping forward at the moment to take a Bayern penalty. There's confusion here.
Keeper.
Neuer is going to take it. Is he?
Yeah.
Well, of course, Butt, who's the deputy goalkeeper, also takes a brilliant penalty. So it's keeper against keeper here. Manuel Neuer at 2-1 in the penalty shootout is going to take this third penalty, and this is a massive moment here. Neuer, is he going to run at it and thump it? It looks like he's going to just give it absolutely everything. Cech crouches, and Neuer tucks it away in the other corner this time. So not only can he save them, he can also score them, and it's 3-1 on pens.
I think it makes a lot of sense, Mike, because if you think about a goalkeeper, he's forever taking dead ball kicks, always. It's a good penalty.
It's not over yet, but really Lampard has to score. Chelsea have lost both penalty shootouts that they faced in European competition. Bayern Munich have won all 4 that they faced. Neuer, having scored, now faces the Chelsea captain. Lampard, normally so secure. It's a 10-yard run up. He's going to hit it right-footed. Brilliant. Lashed the ball into the roof of the net, and it's back to 3-2.
It was past Neuer before he even moved. No chance. Well done, the captain.
Chelsea fans away at the other end of the ground, hoping and hoping for a missed penalty from Bayern Munich. It's going to be one of their substitutes, Olic, the Croatian, who's going to stride forward now to try and put Bayern into a 4-2 lead, which will be very hard for Chelsea to claw back. Olic from 5 yards. Cech waits. Olic, Cech saves! Turns it away! Before he took the penalty, Mark Lawrenson was shaking his head. I think there was something about Olic's body language.
It was, Mike.
But Mark didn't fancy. And can Chelsea take advantage?
He just had that little look which he just thought, he's not convinced about this at all. Good save, Cech.
The responsibility now is with Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole, who appeared in a losing Champions League final for Arsenal and then a losing Champions League final for Chelsea 4 years ago. This to draw the penalty shootout level at 3-3. Neuer again implores the Bayern fans behind him to help. Just concentrate, Ashley. Left-footed. Oh, excellent. Low into the corner. Neuer went the right way, but he couldn't get anywhere near it, and it's 3-3.
Well, that's just been his night, Ashley Cole. That has been absolutely brilliant for me.
Well, that was an absolutely sensational penalty by Ashley Cole. But now probably the coolest player in the Bayern Munich team, Bastian Schweinsteiger. It was his penalty which brought Bayern Munich to this stage against Real Madrid in the semi-final. But he has to score this because, of course, if Schweinsteiger doesn't put this one in the back of the net, then Chelsea could go on to win the Champions League. Schweinsteiger is calm. The Bayern fans expect. And Schweinsteiger hits the post! Schweinsteiger hits the post! And Chelsea are a penalty away from winning the Champions League!
Yeah, did Cech actually get a little hand on it? I'm not sure, but it doesn't give a damn because he's missed. He had a stutter up as well. He wasn't quite sure, was he?
Didier Drogba. My mind goes back 4 years, sitting with Mike in Moscow, watching Drogba being red carded in extra time, so he didn't take the penalty in the shootout. That's why Terry had to take a penalty, and Terry missed. Drogba now, having headed the equaliser close to the end of the normal 90 minutes, can score, can win the Champions League on what will surely be his last performance for Chelsea. It's just a couple of yards of run-up. Neuer bouncing on his line. Drogba to win it. Come on, Didier, and he's won it! He's won it! Chelsea are champions of Europe, and Drogba, always the big man for the biggest occasion, has sealed a fantastic victory. Abramovich's dream has been fulfilled. Chelsea are champions of Europe.